a surprise.
Hi.
Good morning, my dear friend.
I might have let myself in.
I can see that.
I
I didn't expect you to be up there, though, at the very least.
Well, I felt like it would make noise if I opened the window, or not the window, the door down there, because it, creaks a little bit since it's cold, so I, let myself in through the window. And then
I wouldn't have mind.
And then I felt like, and then I felt that it would be, I didn't want to disrupt you because you looked like you were comfortable, so I just stayed up there.
Miko.
What? It just gets lonely.
You don't have to be embarrassed around me. I know. And you're always welcome to. You're always welcome, Miko.
I know. Just it's I'm not good at these things, all right?
I know. I did want to ask, at least for private conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Would you still prefer me to call you by Miko, or would you prefer me to call you by Lotus?
I don't know. It's been a long while since I've actually gone by that.
It's up to you.
If it's just us, I don't mind.
Very well, Lotus. Well then. You know, on the plus side, you being here, you get easy access to my teas.
I suppose so. That's one way to look at it. Granted, I doubt I could, prepare them quite as, effectively as you.
I can always teach you, you know.
Right,
But
I've never really thought about it that way, as I've never really... I haven't had anybody try to teach me anything in a long time.
if you desire, I would be happy to.
That would be nice.
We can do that, and if anything, I can show you how, well, I prepare stuff, get things ready for the day.
I would not mind that at all.
Now then, let's see. this one.
Yeah, Carrix, I'd say leave the bones, because fizz bones can work pretty well with that coat, and I think it would make it look good.
Anything that you want to do today?
Well, last week I promised Laru I would, tell them a story about something. I did not exactly take them to be the type that were interested in, Kitsune, and I told her that I like to collect stories, and I would be happy to tell them one of them to them sometime. Admittedly, I haven't really actually thought about what to do about that, but I promised I wouldn't keep her waiting too long on that matter, so I likely imagine she would be holding me to the flame for that. I just have to make sure to tell it from the right perspective, so I don't out myself as the ancient old woman that I am.
Well then, if I am around, perhaps I'd love to hear it. You know I love your stories.
I'll keep that in mind. I just have to hype myself up for actually saying it. Lotea? Behind you. New faces? I don't believe I recognize them.
New faces indeed.
Seems we've been having a lot of those around Valis as of late.
More surprising in the dead of winter, too.
True, granted.
It's interesting that...
If they just came into town, it looks like they came from the direction of the canton of Aratio. That might explain it.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't come through the forest, which would imply they would have had to brave the passes, so to speak. Not that it's out of question for people to do so, it's just very inconvenient to do so.
I guess we'll find out who they are soon enough. You'll probably end up at the cafe.
Yes, they will. Hopefully they're not, problems. It seems that a lot of the newer faces that have passed through the town as of late have been, sources of headaches for many of us.
I know. Now then, my dear friend, shall we?
Yes, of course.
Other kinds as well. Very few beasts. Other kinds would be okay. Me or to help. For today.
Yes, I do quite.
Good morning,
Of
Sienna.
course.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Matea.
I miss my home too.
Good morning.
At the cafe, you mean?
Are you gonna go back?
In general,
It is
if
open. We didn't
cafe
get it.
and tavern open, Roshida teach me, some of the.
Are you not gonna look over the menu?
So,
I mean,
My
I
one.
guess.
Thank you.
I
Well, I'm
mean,
treating you to food. I don't know what
Have
you
you
want to
been?
eat.
sure, I mean,
Let's see.
Good morning.
yeah, pastries and some tea. That sounds good, thanks.
Sure.
Right.
Could you get some pastries and teas for Rosnare? Double portion on pastries.
I can.
Oh, and could I
Alright.
have
I can get the
You
pastries
saw wine
handled.
bottles here by chance?
Right, that's
Oh, I suppose that would be a question for Vina right now.
Is
Uh,
Captain
Now, did you saw any wine bottles?
We definitely have some ready.
Half expecting the rush, so not quite sure, but if you want
Somebody
to,
asked
feel
me for
free.
one, so I'm getting one just for
What?
I'm
What-
not sure
oh, why
where I
not?
can help at all.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Well, once we have everything, we can carry it over to them.
You're able to fix the thing with
Here.
Fix the thing.
Rashida, they said
Yeah,
a double order,
I
yes?
wasn't sure what they were saying.
Yeah, he's getting.
Yes, please.
Got it.
I've got Mana, so I've asked Mana about it, and she said that it should be ready. I think it'll be ready today, actually.
Need to get some of the fresh ones in there then.
Did you ever find the
Unfortunately, just got enough finished.
The what? Did you ever find the fur to use on it?
What's this?
Stuffing.
Tea.
I mean,
Tea!
I kind of asked Mana about that. Yes, tea.
Who ordered the tea?
Morning, everyone.
I ordered the tea.
Good
Here
morning.
you go.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And the
They're paying.
two
They
orders
said-
of the
Yes.
I'm
Alright,
paying.
tell you what. Shall we find somewhere to sit?
How much is it?
Right.
How much?
and two orders of the pastries.
Rowan, is it alright if I sit
So
with
that
you?
is
Yes.
One tea and two pastries.
You're
That's
always welcome,
six
Resident.
Okay.
Eight.
Okay, alright. Oh. Yes, yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Here you are.
Order two pastries or two.
Usual
for
the
you.
usual for me, please.
Two orders
Of course.
Then yes. He usually does.
So, how are you
And Rowan's usual.
It's been the same as always.
You're welcome.
What is
That's
mine?
actually a
What
lot
is-
cheaper than I thought it
Where
would
does
be.
we put this now?
There's a box there on the shelf.
Ah.
It's attached. The heavy one.
Are you not joining us, or did he
The
want?
slot.
This one.
Do you want to speak alone, or like, did he just want?
Just so.
Is it just like?
No.
I didn't quite
You helped
understand
me
what-
find Geo. I'm treating you to dinner.
Ah.
Breakfast. What am I saying?
Yeah. I mean, this is. I mean,
One of
this
those mornings.
Welcome. What would you like?
Little Rose giving cake or snare. Is that it?
I have to
Do I need to
look
take
at
something from
the
you now?
menu for.
I don't know.
Miko is just joining our staff. Hopefully, you'll pardon his
I don't know.
eagerness.
Usually it's Mana who does this, and I've sort of built up a quite a good rapport with Mana.
Many
And
Have you never been given any kindness or snare?
No, I've been given kindness. It's just I don't know
Good
you
to have
too well.
tea and
I've
pastries.
seen you around plenty of times, but
One order of pastries.
well,
And tea.
Any particular kind of tea?
One order pastries and tea. What kind of tea?
Just black.
have we actually like
Understood.
formally introduced? Haven't you told me your
Black
name?
tea. Strong tea.
And pastries and one strong tea.
There's. If you hear my voice, you sense in the distance a change, something that you have not felt before, something ethereal,
You're doing great.
something different.
Pastries.
It is
I'm so nervous.
far in the distance, where the
It's
earth
okay.
slips down and is swallowed by the mountain.
Ah. Good morning.
Good morning. It seems something.
Here's your tea.
That makes no sense.
Take.
Is it the same with the trees? There's different types.
Thank you.
Oh, that's his leg. Oh, like, look. It does have arms.
If you want order food, you have to stand here. I think. Is that room? Hi.
Oh, no. Hi.
Just so you're aware, May, I could hear you from over in the corner. I'm not sure if it was a GM radio thing.
It was my fault. Yeah. Please let everyone know for me, Ari.
Okay.
Good morrow.
Sorry about that.
No, I can do it.
Morning.
Why are you so stressed?
Oh, he had funny feet.
If you heard something from over here just now, ignore that.
I think you're doing standing up.
It was just a bit of wind from the windows.
Sit down.
Morning,
A lot more.
Well,
Good morning to you.
He wears shoes look like. Those are feet.
Yes, it is the morning rush as always.
They don't look like my feet.
Never mind.
Ice Heart?
Or maybe not quite. Okay. No, I think
You usually come back after things have
I'm sorry, I'm having to reset my mind. What is it?
I was just saying good morning to you.
Different peoples have different feet.
Good morning.
I was hoping
Yes, you do need shoes.
At least I should say good morning, but doesn't sound
You
like
can
it
say
is.
feet as me, just bigger
You know
and
how
headier.
they're-
Yes, I know.
He eats his nut while I get out.
helping with hunting.
No.
And she doesn't have feet.
It is
at
not.
all.
Far too cold.
I will not pry. Is there anything I can get you this morning?
Yes.
Dawn's a little sheltered.
Tea would be fine.
Do not
The
take
usual.
You're not worried about prying.
Your
You'll find
usual.
out in due time once you read the paper.
I see. Your usual favorite then?
Got too cold and
Who would be the best?
Yes, please.
It's okay.
decided to
Of
talk
course.
for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, they meant it again.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Doing well.
Don't worry about You it. want They're food fine. for money? They're fine.
You need warmth.
Yes.
Definitely.
What do you have?
Newcomers today.
There's a good enough heat coming from the fireplace, so if you need to
We have
warm up, I
paper
definitely
that show
recommend being
what
around
we
there.
eat.
That's why I come here first before I go and soak today. Because it's going to be freezing.
there are plenty of places
Oh,
to see.
no,
I
the
don't mind
goldfish.
company.
Goldfish.
Apparently, do we
Wait, it depends.
do we sell
Is it about
goldfish?
business?
How are you today, Nalo?
No, he wasn't at the back, so I was making sure he wasn't outside dying
okay.
somewhere.
There you are, dear.
Thank you.
I'm glad for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
a good
downstairs.
start, I guess.
What about you?
Anything to
Doing alright.
What do you have to brave the cold?
Find a piece of another world.
Yes.
How many?
Wow.
You don't even have to look for
Happy with the
it.
menu?
It just appears.
You know,
I got it. I know how
it's like a 50-50 for the chance whether you're, you know, Menu.
Oh,
with the girls or you're dying. So,
Poor Ice Heart.
Why that coffee took time?
Yes, we have
Why
two.
is it either or?
I
One is stronger coffee.
have
You
not,
tell me.
Try that to see.
I'm worried.
Because life is about
Every time you're not at the bar,
Sometimes
so that's
it's
what you
about
do.
the
Like
paper.
that to make sure you're not.
Oh,
Oh,
Of course.
he mostly knows the
Ice
situation. I'm probably going to
I
be with
don't
them, so
have
the
the
barracks might be a
context
little
yet.
empty during times.
For you.
Well, I gotta
Try not to
be.
make a mess of it. Yes.
Long and short of it,
Going.
the Empire is sending people out to hunt down the snow elves, claiming them to be heretical in the eyes of the Oracle.
As well as I once was,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that that will be there in
But anyway,
time.
I'll get out your way.
I appreciate
Whether that could end the situation,
She's scared.
that won't happen in here. I just saw the article. So
I know,
That won't be
and I told her
happening
the
around here.
same. I've told her
Juby,
the
I'm so
same.
sorry. I can't let you in here. It's a group instance.
I don't know
Good
why
morning,
it switched
Whistle.
over.
A peppermint tea, Miko.
Went from one falling to the next. Such is the way of war, I guess.
Hmm.
Let her know if she has trouble to come to me or my sister. We will keep her safe.
I hardly believe that list would only be to you two alone.
Do give to you?
Valis
No,
itself
not at all.
You're doing quite well, Matt.
very hard pressed
If
to
I-
attempt to harm her.
He's doing well.
If I can do what I want to do and get it done, hopefully you won't have to worry about that at all in this town. But we have to see.
Care to
Indeed.
elaborate?
Anything you need me to do?
Something I'm working on with the UN. In the mayor.
Oh.
It'll be known once it's settled on and agreeable.
Overworking yourself as usual, are we, Varus?
Catching up on a bit of an old.
It's just what I do.
You're gonna lead yourself to an early
I can't
grave
help
at that rate.
Schemers often do.
I mean, it's something I picked up as a soldier. You always kind of walk in thinking, yeah, this could be the end. That mentality means you don't fear it when it comes.
Intimidating to try and
Not quite.
Maybe that's the problem.
Honestly, I think
I don't
people
fear
here have
death
just
enough.
gotten used to
Maybe you should fear it.
dodging the tails at this point.
I fear death.
Well, of course, I also
I
try
just
to
don't fear
move them
dying.
around people so they
That
don't
makes sense.
step on me.
Just a little bit
I've
more.
gotten quite good at it.
Yes.
I think
I
you
need
were.
to know if you. Anything I need to do for you.
Anything you do for me?
Hey, Mari. Amari.
Right now, I think we're fine.
It's
I've been
always
doing
like
nothing but
this in the
paperwork for the
morning,
past
dear.
week while doing stuff.
Haven't you noticed that?
I've literally
Training
never seen it
macro was the
this
other one.
crowded before, except for like during the first few weeks when people showed up.
You haven't been here all that often, my dear
Mako
friend.
joined the guard, and as
And of
knight,
course,
he's in a sense my second hand.
I was gonna say, sounds like someone needs to get themselves out of
I need to
bed
join the guard.
more often in the morning.
Join the guard means you're willing to work for the town and put
Honestly,
the
I'm
town's
trouble
people
myself.
above it. At least how I see it.
I'm going to be
How are you
honest.
doing, my dear friend?
Isn't that what I'm already doing?
In a sense, but you're not on the same page.
Yeah.
When one is in
I
a
think
when
Dylan
one
needs
is in a
help.
comfortable place, it's hard to do so.
If you're willing to be on call to help the town when it comes down to it, and sometimes that means putting the town above your own personal needs.
Something to eat for breakfast?
Called it.
I think I said I want this, but then Sam
Talk later about it.
United Casino.
But I've not seen this green feathered friend they have.
Anything catch your interest, my friend?
Not in particular, just well, the crowds. This may come as a
Does get a bit
surprise to
much.
you, but I have never been one for crowded spaces.
I shouldn't say I'm surprised by that.
I mean, it's hard to keep from bumping into each other in that case, and it's better that I don't brush up against people. It's rude, and then they and if they weren't careful, their hands could stray somewhere that they didn't intend to. Brush, brush. I have not seen Larry this morning, though, so I suppose I need to
She might be busy in her shop.
I suppose I should
She did
probably...
print a new paper, after all.
I should probably go give that a proper read, but also just figure out about when she wishes to get what she is owed.
Fair enough.
I don't... After all, I hate making promises and not following through on them.
So I've seen.
That sounds like...
Here,
You can move. Yes, it does sound like an ish to me. Not a good show.
What is this?
Most people are here.
It's,
Me like
it's
you,
who-
me like you too, but Renge Mare.
Does not appear to be so. I see. Oh, no wonder. I need to go real quick. Fuck. 1 second. Something important I forgot. I had medicine I had to take. And I almost forgot about. Because I'm a dumbass. It's okay. I have handled it. I need to go find Laru. Allow them to decide when our interaction occurs. Maybe they are out on a little stroll. I have seen them out in the outskirts in the forests at times. Good morning.
Morning.
Let's see here. Don't believe they have much reason to be much further out than beyond this point, so they're likely still in town somewhere. I'll find her eventually. Good morning to you. You're the first from your side of things that I've seen up and about.
Just having my mind blown on the regular. It's great.
Oh, can't tell. I love hearing about new experiences.
Apparently laws of science are being broken on the regular. I don't even fucking understand it all. Just too much going on at once. The town makes more sense.
Laws that apply to your side of things, perhaps, but I'm sure you've noticed by now that this side of things has a bit of a different way it works. Some things seem to be the same.
I mean, yeah, but it's wild, I don't... It's a lot. How are you?
I'm quite fine. I was just coming out this direction to see if Laru was around. I promised her I would give her a story today. And I wanted to see when she wanted to receive it. Yes, one that I promised I would tell her because she expressed an interest in a subject that I didn't take her to be the kind who would actually be interested in that bit of history, I suppose.
History of what?
She wanted to hear stories about the Kitsune people. I'm a collector of stories, you see, so I am very fond of collecting ones that are rare or not often told by most.
Would you mind if I hear those stories as well?
If you are around when Miss Laru is free and wishes to speak, I do not mind, but that is more up to her, as this was more of a a gift to her, but if you would like to hear about it, I am more than happy to share a history of a people that are very hard to find accurate depictions of, at least in most of the records around here. After all, the Empire is not very fond. The Empire is not very fond of them, so it is really hard to find these stories sometimes. Sometimes you have to get them from the source.
And then that seems pretty hard to prove as well.
I'm well traveled. I get around. Whether or not people choose to believe them is not a concern to me. I know the validity of what I tell people. And contrary to popular belief by some, I don't intentionally mess with people and tell them things that are blatantly untrue. I just tell them what they need to hear in the moment. Sometimes it has the same effect as what you're experiencing, where it changes their perception of the world.
My perception's definitely been changed.
Well, hopefully it doesn't become a burden, or it doesn't become so mundane that this place loses its charm.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever call this place mundane compared to where I'm from.
I imagine I'd probably feel the same way if I were on the other side. But I don't think I'm gonna ever have much of an opportunity to go the other direction myself, so I suppose I will just have to daydream it away.
I never know what the future holds.
Fair enough. I suppose you have a point there.
Tell you to watch your hands.
What is the sign telling you to do?
Miss Miko?
Ah, welcome. Glad to see that you're effectively becoming a permanent resident of this place, seeing that I see you here more than at your own base.
Well, you know what's the deal. But also newcomers.
Yes, I noticed them coming in. The direction they came from was interesting. It's not often that we get people coming from the direction of the canton of Arashio.
So you look like pacing on the steps.
Yes, usually our visitors come in through the front gate, not through the rear mountain pass.
Well,
Did you watch your hands?
it was bound to happen.
What's the part of you that
By the way, have you seen?
What is more interesting that
Have you seen Naru around? I need to ask her when she is. I need to ask her when she is going to receive the story that I promised I would tell her when she expressed interest.
Oh, you're so playful. As last I saw her, she was in the alley trying to chase down someone.
I see. Very well, very well.
But that was quite a long time ago. They're probably not there, or somewhere in the back.
too used to these?
I hope we can talk today.
I know. I feel like I'm gonna have less
Now that I've seen you
conflicts.
zigzag up the stairs, I don't know if I can say it's easy.
Other than, of course, I was going to say I do have that one commitment.
It's only hard.
I made a promise, and I do not like stiffing people on them.
Cool. It's very good to see you in a good mood, by the way, Miss Miko.
Yes. Now that I've had a bit of time to,
But also, I need to find Black Lotus, you know?
That makes sense. It's hard for me to climb those things over there.
Bold of you to just say that out in
Probably
the
the
open.
flower
You're going
too.
to probably get a lot of people staring at you.
Right, but
Maybe that was the point.
basically out of breath.
Well, again, I wish you luck on your endeavors. I hope that if it happens, that you get what you're looking for of them.
Oh, I will find them eventually.
Hmm.
I'm sure of it.
I appreciate someone has confidence in their pursuits.
Well, you know, tracking someone was once my profession too.
Yes, I can imagine based off the history of yours that you told me about. Very interesting, by the way.
Yeah, well, it happens. But by the way, yes, if we would talk today, I can tell you a lot more than I tell others.
Yes, I do appreciate the openness. It is a very eye-opening experience to the, shall we say, wonders of the other side. Who knew that there were so many things happening in the dark? And in the broad daylight, for that matter, too.
Oh.
In some cases, it puts the politics of this world to shame.
Our politics, as I said before, a lot more subtle.
Yeah.
Usually. I see. I think I felt that before.
Wait. You're seeing it too?
Yes. Aberration, right? Colors.
Yes, but
Don't think that
it's.
I don't know, I didn't feel kind for once.
No one else is reacting to it. Like, I have not seen this in a long time. I know what I just felt. That's different.
Maybe it's the place and something is happening in the house?
No, it's.
And what your house was it important it was on
No.
It's not.
You find some water.
It's everywhere.
Sorry.
Oh.
Can I ask you a strange question?
Oh yes, I love questions. I have answers. What
Do you see something strange right now?
signs? Well, besides all the signs all over the place and so many stairs, but there's no signs of stairs outside. They make no sense.
Alright.
I see nothing strange.
That is sufficient answer, thank you.
Yes, I
All right.
do believe so.
We gave answer.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, and then I also have a
sorry.
question. We look for healer
yes.
and where to wash hands.
As far as
River.
was gonna say,
Oh
healers...
no, we're going down the mountains, Ludwig. Oh no.
If you're looking for a
Not
healer, there is a rat folk by the name of Musafinx. That is the primary healer of the town. That would be, if you've seen him. Usually wears a pointy hat, carries around a large staff.
Oh, I think I saw a lot of pointy hats. This is going to be difficult, Ludwig. I'm never going to find them.
Focus on looking for
the tavern.
Focus on looking for the staff. It's fairly...
Staff. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And you said their
Pointy
name
hat,
was
but with staff.
Musafink?
Someone lost a staff.
No, I was telling him how to... identifying feature of Musafinx. He usually carries that staff around with him.
Ah,
We look
yes.
for a healer and wash hands.
As
Big
for
hat,
washing
big
your
mouse.
hands, you probably need to go out towards the river to do that. There isn't really any
Oh no.
water sources
That's
directly here.
Oh. Well, what do we do, Ludwig? Will we go down the heart of a mountain first, or we find the big hat staff man?
I don't think I have it in me to go all the way down the river.
Now we find big hat
What?
staff man.
I have no idea. They,
It's better.
Yes, I think it stopped finally. I don't...
Good.
I honestly don't know what that was.
Oh, what was?
Were you seeing anything strange in your vision just a bit ago?
No. Seems like a normal morning to me.
Understood, was just curious. But yes, regarding those two, they appear to come in from the direction of the Canton of Arachio, the mountain pass, the back end of town. So,
Oh.
yes.
I believe that's the first we would have seen from that side, isn't it?
At least in a long while. I believe the last time we really had anybody from that direction was several months ago. You again. Hello.
So cute. And small.
Hey there. Looking for some food again?
I need to go find Lotea, ask her to help with something, or at least help keep an eye out for Laru for me. I need to take care of that sooner rather than later.
I could see. That's kind of peculiar. How exciting! Oh, you're no kid.
Yes.
When the stars are in the sky, I'll be having ceremony for Willow. Back near the Harpy Tower.
I will endeavor to make sure that I'm free around that time.
Things should be calm. I hope.
I agree. I hope so as well.
I've actually seen 20. Everybody here is a kitsune right now.
Oh, yes, the one I was talking about, Musafinx, it's that man right there. The one in the green hat.
Yeah, that guy's a kitsune, and she's a kitsune, and that one right there is a kitsune, and...
My lady, I would ask you please don't confuse her too much.
That's so much luck!
Yeah,
That's
she's
so
saying that
many
she needs
wishes,
wishes,
Ludwig.
so for seeing kitsune, so I told her
Mari.
that everybody over there is a
I'm confused.
kitsune.
She's making a joke.
I see.
Ludwig said seeing kitsune is there, so that means we were lucky to see one. Well, now we see so many, that means we are very lucky.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
extremely lucky.
Oh,
She
yes,
was ju-
quite lucky indeed.
Okay, not everybody here is.
I was joking, by the way, though. Yeah, you saw 3 though? What?
Yes, so 3. That means 3 wishes.
Anyways, I'm going to walk away from that before I lose my mind.
Yeah, it
Wait,
took
from
me
what?
2 weeks of hunting to get enough leather.
Hang on. Anything. Besides, I pointed out.
Right.
At the same time, I told Makla this. I don't know if that's entirely a bad thing, rather than the opposite.
Where did she go off to?
Very small shack. That, you know, just maybe like Joe could leave and come back every so often.
More stairs down the mountains.
I understand why Miko walked away.
Door open, please.
Thank you.
Ah, good to see you up and about, Ritzy.
Do you have anyone else coming in, or do I close the door?
Yes, I'm coming in with an ad, so it'll be a moment.
It's been a long time since I felt a pulse like that. It's undeniable what that was, but why? She must be out this way, somewhere.
Good morning.
Good morning. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go up and ask the UN if they have seen her. I know she has a lot of interactions with one of their people. Strange that Dr. Yang felt that too. That is bizarre. Aha! There she is.
Hi. Oh, James. Are they teasing you?
There you are, Laru. I've been looking all over for you.
Congratulations.
I
need to explain a few things to you, Laru.
Probably should, because I don't really understand.
No, I should.
I was.
We can talk later if you need to.
I'm gonna ask what this is about first. Hi,
I
dear.
was wanting to know.
Are you ready to tell me a story?
Yes, I was wanting to know when you wished to do that, and it seemed that there were a couple others that were interested in hearing it as well. If you did not mind a possible gathering.
Was nothing.
That's fine with me. I just enjoy a good story.
I know, because
Happy to hear it. You
But
just
yes,
tell me when you're ready, and I'll be there.
I am ready whenever. It is a matter of when it is most convenient for you.
Hi, hey, good morning.
It seems I'm needing to be cleared up on a few things about something. But how about in a little while, where do you wish me to find you?
I don't usually find myself going too far from Valis proper, so you'll likely find me somewhere
Well
around
then,
I mean, look, you can always
give me 15, maybe 20, and I'll come find you, and then we can have that story time.
Of course.
Doctor, come here. I got an
I think you'll
introduction
enjoy the one that I've picked out.
Of course you will.
It's a very rare one.
I expect nothing less.
Meet other Doc.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting. Still no signs of my dear Lotea, though. It's more just me, like, out of character seeing, like, if they are, somewhere that is really far away. Because I'm mostly trying to do this for the sake of, facilitating things, because I'm gonna ask Seer to, give me a little help with something. It's gonna just kind of happen on the fly.
If it wasn't such time, I promise. Back me up here, please. Because you know me.
What are we backing you up on, Varus?
I said I have an important meeting, in which case I will go afterwards once I find Maclo as well.
Important meeting? You never.
Thanks.
Life is too short for politics.
Am I required in attendance at this meeting, sir?
You know what? I'm going to see if Kane is at his shrine. If there's anyone who would have likely felt it too, it would be him. Then I can at least get confirmation that I was not pulling my leg and I did see what I actually thought I saw. But alas, he is not here. I should have known it would be far too easy for it to be something as simple as that.
Tomorrow.
Off to his important meeting, I see. No time to spend on dear old Miko. I feel wounded.
Right.
Well, the
How
mayor
would somebody
isn't
call
going
him
to
to
come.
it, though?
I'm gonna ask you two a strange question, just because I'm trying to
Yeah?
figure something out. Earlier in the day, by any chance, did either of you see something weird?
As in...
Just visually, just... I don't really know how a better way
I
to
don't recall
explain
anything.
it. Alright.
Like,
I saw a harpy
grounded?
flying around earlier.
It just...
Yeah, in the sky.
It's not really weird.
almost like seeing, almost like a soft aura around everything, everywhere you were looking for, about 2 minutes or so.
No, definitely
No?
not.
Why was I the only one that saw that? I swear I'm not going crazy.
Take care of yourself. Do you need any help?
Did you eat or drink anything weird?
No.
Tasted off?
Yeah.
No, because someone else nearby me said they were seeing the same thing as me in that moment.
Where did you see it at?
Right
Yeah, who
here.
said that?
Miss Yang, one of the UN individuals.
Oh.
But it was right around. It was right around here, and it just. They felt it too, but no one else around us was reacting.
See. Did
Like
everyone have the same
Right.
aura, or?
Sort of. Either way, I suppose it was a weird. Oh, hello. Back me up on this. You saw it too, right?
There is someone else who saw that, and there is more happening. Can we speak?
Yes. 'Cause I feel like I need some context here. Sorry for asking such a weird question. I'm trying to figure it out. Yes, you as well.
You're fine. I hope you figure it out.
This has been a bizarre morning, I will tell you that much. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize someone was coming up. Can I help you?
Oh, no, sorry. I need to speak to her later.
Oh,
About some stuff and some things.
okay. Stuff and things. Understood.
Stuff and things. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Town business, right?
She is so weird.
I get the idea she's young.
Anyways, Might I ask the nature of which you wish to speak to me in this moment?
Yes, there are people who saw that light too. And one of them are blind now.
Oh. Who?
Dr. Ashiro, Natalie.
She saw that?
She saw
What I'm trying to understand is
colors.
why you two? Because if it's what I thought it was, that
Also Lotea, she was close to Natalie in that moment.
where
so
were
basically 4 people.
where
You, me,
where
Natalie and Lotea.
where were they? Okay, I know where you were. Where were they at?
Out of town.
Okay, so it
before
wasn't
the gate, so there was a considerable distance.
Okay, so it wasn't localized just to the area we... I actually do believe I know what that was, but... Or at least...
Well, you
familiar.
yourself told me
That's...
before.
Yes, it's just... That is... I've not had that happen in a long time.
There is another thing that bothering me a little bit.
Yes.
Natalie not only lost vision, before that, she saw, as she described.
She saw.
Yes, images. Something that she never seen before. She's talking about the clips.
That shouldn't be possible. That magic is gone. Nobody has been having that for a long time.
Well, we have a slightly different body compositions. And Natalie's unique case, so maybe factors combined.
That pulse.
Did something?
That pulse, if she saw that, she experienced greater magic. That was a vision. The very same things that the oracles relied on.
That's what I thought.
Which then begs the question, why now? That hasn't happened in many decades.
So, the greater magic was gone, right?
Yes, none of the oracles have had... That has been a key reason for them having a schism this whole time. And you're telling me that somebody that's not even of this world had a vision?
Yes. But not only that. I have more green proposition for you if you wish. If that magic was extinct, what if that pulse reawakened it? Food for thought.
For the world's sake, I sincerely hope that's not the case. There is no benefit to the oracles getting their sight back.
I bet we will know soon enough, if that's the case.
I see.
Strangely enough,
what I don't
people
understand
that were
is
between
why
us
not
didn't
everybody.
see any colors.
Yes. I know why I've seen it.
A bit strange.
I'm well aware of why I saw it, but you were an anomaly. Somebody and
Well,
the other two one being a native makes more sense to me. And I guess Natalie is a
Well,
special
secondly,
case.
Latea can do her green hands.
Oh, okay, so you know about that, so I don't have to pretend I don't know? Okay, got it. I was trying to respect her privacy in that matter because it is a very... Again, anybody that knows...
I had no doubt that you know that.
Anybody... Well, yes, I can sense the touch of people that have practiced magics. When you're around it enough, you...
Oh, you're a mage yourself.
When you're around people enough who do it, you start to learn the signs. You become sensitive to it. But that's almost a skill that requires as much effort to practice as it is to cast the stuff yourself, so in a way it's almost like a... you get the short end of the stick. You know other people, but you don't do it yourself.
Ha! Good try.
Yes, I do. But unlike some of the others, I'm not so open about showing off that.
It might be the most ironic thing ever said, but yeah. Anyway, this happened.
I am hoping that there's going to be some sort of explanation as to why. That
I'm hoping
something like that doesn't just happen just by chance with it having been gone for so long.
Well, the first oracle somehow arrived, right? Without training, without anything, probably it happened somehow.
Yes, but that was many, many years ago.
Why not happen again? The same way? Our first oracle, if you will.
I'd rather not think about that as a possibility. In either case, yes, you're right, it happened, which is...
Also keep in mind, she's very distressed right now, and...
Yes,
well, she's first and foremost, she's blind right
well,
now.
yes, I feel like that is the greater issue. I too would be concerned if I suddenly lost access to something that I have had all my life.
Yeah.
But
There's
yes,
way too much.
Laru was looking for you. She came this way not a minute ago.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yes, it is about that time, isn't it?
Good morning. I
Wait,
apologize.
which way did she go? This way? Or
I was
that
with her at the tavern and she stepped away, but she can't really have been more than 30 seconds ahead of you, one way or the other.
Okay, time to do quick checks. Nope. Alright, back this way then.
They look very huggable, but the big guy back got very angry about that, so I should not help this one. Oh, sorry.
Alright. I will go inside and go upstairs. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Did they? They must have gone outside if they went this way. Are they out here? Yeah, there's Oshida. And Mr. Van Owens. Rashida,
I think
did
anyone who's
Laru
distracted
come
by
out
you has
this
only done
way?
so in the good ways.
Oh,
Yes, Laru was up at the base early this morning.
No, I mean
she was just talking to
just
Sienna.
now. Okay.
Uh,
Apparently
I
she's
saw
looking
her.
for me. I know why. I'm just trying to find her where she went. Hello, goodbye. They can't have left the town, probably. He's
No.
Oh.
It's like a dark chocolate color. To make your hair nice and soft.
The mountain is terrible. It's so rocky. It's terrible.
I believe that is the girl in that door that I saw a moment ago. There's those two. Ah, there they are. There you are. Sorry, I apparently went the exact wrong direction to see you. Have you seen Notea? I know she was interested in this as well, but I can always talk to her later if that's...
I didn't, as we were walking around looking for you.
I thought I saw her out front a while ago, but...
A while ago is a while ago, unfortunately. People move so rapidly through here. But...
True.
A promise is a promise. I assume that he has told you about his interests as well. Well, in that case, if you'd like, you can join me in my home. It's very cozy.
Alright.
It's right up here.
Oh. Oh, thank you for inviting me in.
Thank you.
Come, take a seat. It's been a while since I've gone to tell a story like this in a while, so admittedly I am a little bit excited to have somebody interested in it. Right. So, stories of the Kitsune. Like I said, those are indeed hard to come by. But when you know where to go, where to travel, sometimes you find ways to get closer to the source. After all, they are among the most long-lived. To start off with, just based off the way that we had talked, they are indeed real. They are no myth. They are a secretive people. And a lot of their history is spoken through memory, as you can oft imagine. They're not well loved by the Empire. They've had a very difficult history. But would you believe that at one point in time that wasn't the case? That they were actually in good terms, the Kitsune and the oracles, at least in some degree.
Really?
Yes. I will preface this with this story, is that this is a story that has effectively been buried. The name that I am going to share is one that is only known to those who were around at the time that this event happened, as, well, in many conflicts, the history is written by the victors. But those that remain carry their own side of things. But to go into that, It's a story of a particular one that was well regarded by the people of the past. Her name was Odelia. She is one of the figures back in the age when Kitsune were not having to live in the shadows, when they were not the excuse for every bad thing that has ever happened in this empire's history. She was a leader among the scattered people. They did not really make a home of their own, like, say, the elves, the dwarves, the Lamians, and so forth. They lived among many. But she was a uniter. She was one that saw hope. Back then, yes, the...
Knock, knock.
Is that you, Lotea?
It is.
Come on in. The door's unlocked. You're just in time.
I wish I could stay. I need to ask you something quickly. Before you start.
Okay. Is it something that they can hear, or do you need me to step aside?
I guess I can ask the three of you. About maybe 10-15 minutes ago, did any of you see, like,
Yes.
different?
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I have been given context.
Who?
What?
Can I ask you something then in private?
Yes, if you would not mind waiting down here.
Forgive me.
Take her upstairs real
It's
quick.
okay.
Forgive me.
You were
I did not mean to interrupt,
Fine.
I was just about to start telling them about Cordelia.
but I'm sorry.
It's quite...
When it happened,
Mm-hmm.
all of us, we were Natalie and myself, Ulitse, and Nava were sitting outside the gate on the hillside.
Yes, and I heard that apparently.
All of a sudden, we all
I know what happened to
we all saw color.
And I know
Okay.
what that, and I know what that, I know what that implies, but I don't understand why it happened.
Amari is thinking it's greater magic.
It is. There is no doubt about it, but for one that is not native to this world to have experienced it is something that I cannot explain, but there is no doubting it. I've been around it long enough to know its feel.
I know. It's why I came to you. She saw visions, Miko.
I know. That I do not understand why.
I don't either. She was blind, and now she has gold eyes like Amari. Her eyes are changing.
I see.
And apparently, she's inherited a part of Amari's color points.
That might be more a factor of the adaptability of her condition,
Thing.
perhaps, but that does not
Mm.
explain the greater issue.
I know. Well, I shouldn't keep you from your guests.
Keep an eye on her.
I need
if
to
you
go
would.
back and...
And
I will. I am.
I may have a favor for you later regarding someone else. I might
As
need
you wish,
to,
my friend.
Invite someone for a walk. I'll tell you later.
Enjoy the story, my dear. I'll see you around.
I will certainly try to, but, well...
I
Forgive
don't
me.
know if this has anything to do with what you were talking about, but earlier today I did get several reports from people saying they've been witnessing something outside of town.
Like what exactly?
Like magic being pulled to a central location.
Who brought those things up? Out of curiosity.
Well, I mean, Flower saw it with his own eyes. Well, Flower didn't see it with his own eyes. I think Vixen saw it and bumped into Flower and told Flower. And then also there was a cloud being pulled along somewhere that I saw myself. And behind that, Kian and that red-headed woman that I can't remember, Baylor, or was it Mitsuko? I can't remember her name. The human woman
Misaki, I believe.
was yeah, Misaki, thank you so much. Was following the cloud, and they were heading towards the bear stairs.
I see. You may wish to ask them about it if you would, friend. Although,
If I can find them.
I am interested to hear what you learn about this topic that you brought to me.
I will.
Anyways, I'm terribly sorry for this interruption, you two.
It's quite alright, I understand.
Now, where was I? Ah, yes. Cordelia. A uniter. Admittedly, back then, the Empire was still in many ways like it is now. There are those who were favored by it and those who were fallen by the wayside. But there was one who saw differently. Their name is also another one that you would never be able to find in any book, any scroll. They, too, have been stricken. For they had a vision that did not match what many others did. And yet it was a vision that would have meant so much good for those who have been left in the shadow of the Empire's brilliance at that time. But before we get to that, do you know how Kitsune get their tails?
No, I don't.
Well, it's actually rather quite simple. For their first 8, they gain one about every 100 years that they've been alive. However, the most amount that one could have is 9. But just making it to their 900th year does not mean that they gain that last tail. See, that last tail is a special thing in their culture. It is one that is only given to those who have achieved something great with their life. Cordelia was one of those. For she had garnered a peace and understanding that had united a number of the, if not most of the Kitsune alive at that time, together, helping guide them to better relations with others around them, including a particular oracle. Their name was Oracle Serenity. A catkin who held considerable promise, one that in some stories rivaled that of even the first oracle themselves. They had a very particular gift for the magics that the oracles relied upon to get their visions. But Odelia and Serenity were dear friends to each other. They together sought a vision, one that was one that was counter to how the way the Empire had run before. Serenity saw that the purpose of the Empire should not be to only uplift those who were deemed worthy of walking within its light. They didn't think it should be one that should dictate how one's life is to be led, but to act as a guide to uplift all in the pursuit of the best future. And they even had the visions to prove that such things could be possible. Ordelia, one of the elders of the Kitsune people, threw their entire support into this matter to want to see a peace for all who lived in the Empire. To see that vision realized. And so the two became very close to one another. But that begs the question then. Why have we never heard of such things? Why did we never hear this name of Serenity or Delia the Uniter? That is the result of a story that you might actually know. This might be new to you, but to you, do you know the story of the Northern Disaster? The greatest schism and fighting between different factions of the oracles many years ago.
I'll answer that when I get back. Sorry, I'm falling to pieces for a moment. Please continue.
It's quite alright. Well, to you, since I will continue, as you are, I imagine, much less versed in this world's history. The story that is that is the one that you would most often find if you were to ever look for mentions of the Northern Disaster, was that of a fight by the oracles aligned with the Empire to excise what was deemed as an unforgivable heresy. One that sought to dismantle the peace and tranquility that the Empire was seeking to provide its people. But the story for those who were around in that time is a bit different. And that goes back to our dear Oracle Serenity and her beloved companion, Odelia the Uniter. See, the Empire did not appreciate the way that Serenity spoke of changing the way that the Empire operated, as it meant a almost complete upheaval and dismantling of the usual structures of power and guidance that they had grown to become accustomed to. However,
Miko, forgive me. Vixen has it. She's found something, and she's planning to activate something. I don't know.
I see.
She's trying to gather people up around town right now.
I'll make it brief then.
Forgive me.
I might be a bit cut short on this, it seems, but these... In this conflict, they could not outright deny or denounce the things that Serenity had said, because she had the visions to back up her claims. She was a very gifted oracle, so they could not just pretend to ignore it and hope it would go away. So instead, they effectively started a war. And in that process, the ones who came to the aid of Serenity were those that would be uplifted by this vision of change. The various beast-skin tribes, among them the Kitsune, led by Odelia. But one by one, the support of those various groups was stripped away by the efforts of those who benefited from the way that things operated. So by the end of the day, the only ones who were left by the side of Serenity were the Kitsune themselves, who fought alongside her against those who wanted to silence her vision. And in that conflict, Cordelia fell. The Kitsune lost one of their greatest people, one that had united them for so long, and it was at that point it was almost as if a figurative chain was snapped. Their unity among one another fell, many of them scattered to the four winds. And as punishment for them being the only ones left standing, the oracles would never want to claim that one of their own was responsible for causing such a deep rift among their own, one that has not been rivaled since. Thus the story went that an unnamed oracle had whispers from manipulative ones seeking to undermine the great empire and its efforts to unite those under one banner. Thus was it that the Kitsune became the scapegoat for everything, for the simple crime of aiding one that had been kind to them. And in that very same process, They denied Cordelia even her own name in it. They named her in these allegations, but they say not. Cordelia the Uniter fought against the Oracles. They stripped her of her name and instead referred to her simply by the Nine-Tailed Terror. Because a name like Cordelia would not strike fear into the hearts of those who have not heard the stories, those who have not lived through it. But the Nine-Tailed Terror, that strikes fear. That implies malice.
It's not fair.
And it is not. And in those efforts, in those who were wronged for simply supporting those who had a vision of not shackling people to an idea called fate, so too were they punished to disappear into the shadows. So they still live to this day. But for the sins of having hope for a future in which all had a chance to rise up, to have the same tranquility, the same rights. They bear the sins of the one who led them there. But is it really a sin to have hope? They know only that they were a vicious fighter, that they cut down many who tried to get to the Oracle, that they were only trying to defend, that the ones in the conflict were only trying to defend themselves from this monster. Never do they tell how their entire life was devoted to the betterment of their own people, not at the expense of others, but through lifting up each other so that in their own improvements of their lives they could improve those around them. And yet now, when someone says, whenever one speaks of Kitsune, they speak of those who slink in the shadows, those who are daggers in the dark, those who are as quick to slide a knife between your shoulder blades and lead you astray from a path of prosperity. She was one of the greatest people that had ever lived, and one that I, in my efforts to learn more about them from those who truly knew them, I look up to. They lived a long time, and for them to have all complete tales, they were deemed great by their own people, and yet many of them forget her name. Some of her own even would curse their name, saying that it was their fault for getting them involved in a conflict that wasn't theirs, but it is indeed one's fight to have when it means having a chance to see the light for your own people. She sacrificed everything up until the very end. The saddest part of all...
She sounds like somebody I know.
The saddest part of all is that experience had wounded her deeply. Those who were there for her dying moments when she had gotten away from that conflict. Before she succumbed. I said before it was like a chain snapped. That applied to her as well. For it was said that her last guidance to those who were there was to remove themselves, to never show vulnerability like that again, to stay safe. Words that did not fit such things, but it was the words that they followed.
It sounds like she was scared for her people, and she knew she couldn't stay to protect them. So maybe she said something that might save more of them. In her last moments, she was not herself, but perhaps that was only because she would sacrifice even her own image, her own reputation, and her life for the safety of her people.
That message was in vain, though, given that some of them proceeded to then turn on that. The very people who threw them to the wayside blamed them in the process, and they then proceed to serve those very same people. That would just as quickly cast them in the same light. I do not believe that she... Sorry. I've had a long time to think about this one.
Stories are important, especially the ones that are true, the ones that have been hidden or besmirched. Those that can remember them and share them are doing a great gift to those that were in those stories by remembering them and who they really were, and passing along those stories keep them alive. Even just a little. You are doing a good thing. Sorry it pains you.
Check, can you roll me d20? I remember the way that those who told it had felt. There was many ways of pain, but I just... It's alright. It's in the past.
If we do not learn from our pasts, we're doomed to repeat it. Why do you think stories happen?
I just
and
missed
are
them
brought
is
to
all.
people?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You miss them? The people that told you the stories?
Yes, that's what I meant. They were very...
I think someone like the person you just told that story about would be supportive of you doing what you felt was right. If you look up to someone like that, I think that they would smile if you were doing what you thought was right.
Someone like that is the very reason why I live my life the way I do, actually.
Then that means the story works. It did what it's supposed to do. Inspire, inform, and remember. Thank you. I will cherish this story.
Thank you.
Thank you for hearing me out about them. It's been a long time since I had ever really gotten a chance to speak to anyone about things the way they happened versus the way they are told.
I was once told by a traveler something very simple. A story often has 3 sides. One perspective, another perspective, and the truth.
Despite any
That's
story...
why even if I did hear about what you were talking about, I would still wish to hear it from you. You probably had a different perspective. Learning from others' perspectives can show us the truth of the matter.
I wish I could tell you how true that is. I've had a lot of time to travel, so you get a unique perspective in that regard.
I mean, look at everything we've learned from your world. Quite interesting perspectives you all have.
And how much we're learning from yours. It's...
But yes,
it's imagine...
Dear Odelia represented all the positive aspects of the Kitsune. And yet, few will ever get to hear of them, let alone learn from them.
That's 9 tails. Nothing. I don't know. I could have swore I've heard of Night Tales before.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Go ahead. I am also very tired.
I don't know.
Once we finally...
If I think of it, I'll let you know. It's a really strange feeling. But again, thank you for telling the story.
Of course.
I really appreciate it. We have so much to learn. As Laurie said, you know, how much you've learned from us, we have so much to learn from you. So,
yes.
Thank you.
Maybe I need it when it snows.
I hope you enjoy it.
If you have any other stories, I'd always be free to listen. But
I'm sure, but
I know you were busy.
Maybe another time. Although I know I do have one that is another one that is a bit of a deep subject like that, but few like to hear about that one. Has a lot more of a...
Why is that?
Has a lot more overtly dark past to it, admittedly, but it is another story of their people, after all.
Hopefully something
More of a legend, though.
cover here and the tail. I'm not so used to ordering.
Sounds interesting. Perhaps another time.
Perhaps indeed.
And thank you for inviting me to your home.
Yes.
If you need anything from me, let me know.
Of course, dear.
Have a good day.
Miss Laru, how about you? If you are still here. She must have slipped outside.
We can't do the tail now, or probably the most bulk fabric.
Yeah, but again, if you also really respect appropriately dressed for winter,
I know. I know I am. I promise I had more of a wardrobe before. I just...
I know. You have to explain. I remember.
I know.
This is what we do. Miss Isor, actually, how was that?
Helping me out with things now, so hopefully we'll be able to find a better answer for you. I mean, worst case.
The best outcome for me is for you to teach her how that works. I would be delighted. There you go. Like that? Yes!
Yes?
Yes!
Were you looking for me, dear?
No.
We're investigating magic. You want to come? Nothing. Hurry up. Let's go.
Oh,
What?
Oh, are you the slacker?
Slacker is over.
Hi, I'm the moon member.
I guess I'm what the heck?
You were
You're
so
on this-
excited to see me again, and that joy immediately left as soon as you remembered what I was like.
It's not. It's
You're
not.
on this train now. Come on, let's go.
Lord.
Something on the suit. Please tell me there's something on the suit. I literally spent like a whole day cleaning it.
Oh.
I'm just amused because I remember how you used to dress, and this is such a very marked difference.
What? I can dress nice, alright? It's not the first time. It's kind of weird.
Girls speak for you. Clean up good.
Oh, of course.
Of course,
Lord Bart.
Ladies, Lord Bartholomew.
Yeah. Oh, what's up? I mean, hail, citizen. Fuck. I'm gonna get my camera.
Nobility does not suit you, dear. Oh, where is our dear Vixen off to? Where did she go? She went back this way. Oh, there she is. She's up there.
Like a rainbow, dizziness, lightheadedness. Some people are getting extremely warm. It all seemed to happen at the same time. Have you heard anything?
The green one. I haven't
You
seen.
went running off.
They're not here.
Who's inside?
Who are you looking for?
That's because I have to investigate. I have to bring the team. I'm looking for Resner and the green lizard guy. The older one. I haven't seen him. Friend, I think? Maybe? Not sure.
I don't believe they're
sorry about that.
really around. I haven't seen them for quite some time.
Oh, they were the ones that were most enthusiastic about it, so I tried to find them, but I just can't. So I guess we're just gonna have to work with what we got. We'll just tell them when we see them next, I guess.
Yes.
Vixen, where's everyone else going? Come on.
Okay, we're gonna follow you because they.
Where'd the other two go?
What other two?
I
don't know
believe
where
they're
the other
still
two are.
down. I believe they're still down
I think you left them
outside.
down there.
Why are they standing around? Just having. I'm gonna go punch them.
I want to watch.
That's it, motherfuckers. If you stand around again, I'ma hit it to you. Come on, get over here. Stop standing around.
Oh, here we go.
We're
Here
gonna
we
come
go.
looking.
Adventure site.
Probably be better if
Right.
someone that could like make sure that it's safe is there. So
Seamus.
that's why.
Woohoo. Yeah.
So where's this all happening? Is this happening in here?
And the rest of the squad, but they're so hard to find. So I'm gonna go. I have to go down to the shrine and get Kane and bring him back. But these people are involved.
Never
so
fear.
Just keep him here until
Team
I get back,
Mister's
okay?
here.
Team
We got
what?
a guy in a suit, a pink slime, a doctor.
Yeah, Team Mist.
Hi.
What does Mist
The
stand?
Magic Investigation
Squad.
team.
I think. I don't know what the last part is. Kind of just did the last part.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll also be getting first.
I was not aware that there were so many people from your side that were interested in this matter.
Did you even?
I just
I
thought my day was just I thought my day was going to be interesting just from all the aura sighting earlier.
Wait, aura? Totally not using this as an excuse to escape political
Is that the
matters.
colors
Not
thing?
at all.
Yes.
Right.
Alright, go get Kane.
Alright. What do you mean by aura sighting?
Yeah.
Funny thing.
Vixen!
Well, funny thing, just completely out sometime in the morning. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was at this point, but just suddenly, it was as if everything around me and I was looking at just had this lovely aura to it.
Why? Is that?
Rainbow
That was-
colors, dizziness, lightheadedness, feeling extremely warm.
Device that
Ring a bell.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's our
How long did it last for?
Approximately 2,
Wield it
maybe
by
3
your nobles,
minutes.
so you know it'll be good.
I was not the
Is
only
it
one who
currently
experienced it in that
documented,
area,
or-
but it seemed it was only
is
myself and the
currently
person
documented.
immediately with me that did, and no one else nearby seemed to be reacting to it. And yet, the more I hear about it, there are
Who's the
others.
person with you?
I'm going to pull
One of
Mana
yours,
upstairs for a moment.
Dr. Yang.
Don't
Oh,
steal any
alright.
of my books, please.
Yan?
Yes.
If someone
Unless she was
knocks, I
pulling
guess
my
just
leg,
open it
but
since
well,
the team
she
No,
seems
no.
Want to stay? You don't have to.
she seemed
Oh,
rather distressed
yeah,
herself in that
sorry,
regard,
because
so
I
I can only assume that
I mean, if
she
you want me
wasn't
to
going to
watch your
fake
shop
it.
for you, I can do that at least.
That would be
Right, okay.
appreciated.
Dr. Yan and Dr. Oshiro are practically glued together at the hip. Have you seen Dr. Oshiro?
No. But I do know something happened in that regard. I haven't seen the specifics, but it seems that
It was something small, but now it is, might as well be the entire town.
she has become more and more of a mystery
You
to me
don't.
every single week. I will tell you that much.
It definitely didn't
I've
happen
seen
to
a
me.
lot, and she challenges even what I know.
Oh, the aura thing? It's not even about that.
What you know.
It's not.
And what exactly do you know?
That depends.
So,
You'd have to be more specific. What would you like to know?
He sent some home relics, keepsakes. that he had.
If this is magic that's affecting this, that's precipitating this. Does this match anything that you've seen before?
Oh.
At one point in time, yes. However, the specific feeling has been one that has been
At some point.
a long time since anyone
One
has
of
felt
them
that.
takes in magic. One makes colors.
For those who are
two
sensitive to it.
cast magic at it. I guess kind of like an aura.
What is that?
Now we have a similar one.
Long time. How would you know?
Kane is dead. Alright.
What?
What?
Wait, what? Huh?
Okay.
What? Who's...
I was gonna say.
dead?
Yo,
I was gonna say.
I can't find him though. I'm gonna look around the town one more time.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
that now.
You know, honestly, the sad thing is, I would actually.
Guys, PG.
I was gonna say, I actually would have believed it if.
It's very believable. Kane is a troublemaker.
Yes, he is.
Right. Okay, so
Oh no, he's dead.
this happened before. What prompted it before then?
Well, it's not exactly anything that's been prompted per se, but that exact particular feeling is one that was one that used to be the mainstay of, well, the power structure here in this side of things.
Yeah.
See, the oracles are
Power
very
structure. What you?
the oracles are very sad to have that go away.
My own time and not
You found.
very
Oh.
confusing when everyone
And
just
yet,
rushes.
it's the exact same feeling.
Yeah, I found the dead meditating in the area from beyond.
You think
What? You mean like?
you think the greater magics just woke up?
At the very least, something that was definitely close to it did. But the one who would know for certain was the one who actually. But the one who actually saw the things that would prove it, you would have to speak to them.
Now you know why Vixen always.
That's
pulled me
great.
aside.
If the greater magics are coming back, that's good.
No, it's not.
It's that kind of stuff.
Yes, it is, but for
What's
a different reason
what's
than you think.
the greater magics?
I've got an idea
Waiter,
that I've
oh
already
yeah,
shared
and
with
I think
Vixen.
we need a bit of a
Ask her about it,
primer here.
please.
Greater magics?
The greater magics,
Yeah.
specifically the only one that ever got properly practiced and allowed to prosper,
bit different than just
the
getting two
magic
cultures together,
of
isn't it?
divination, of foresight, the magic of the oracles.
Imagine what
I
normal
found-
people would do if they
I
learned
found
it.
Kane, the meditating
fights.
in the place
Imagine
beyond.
if it was shared with everyone.
Oh,
No one would be able to
we
use
waiting
it
for
for
Kane's
anyone's
death?
greater
they're the
good
ones that
or
had the
greater
information
evil.
everyone needed to hear, so we're kind of fucked.
Filming this is
Until
probably
they
not the best
decide
idea.
to stop meditating.
It's an investigation.
Gotcha.
You see.
No one would hold it over anyone's heads
Comfortable
if it was
with
shared
this
with
person
those
who's
you'll
documenting
excuse me.
everything.
that were seen as lesser.
If it was something that
Right,
anyone
but
could
my
do,
idea-
if it was something that anyone could do, that anyone had a gift for,
Empire.
then there wouldn't be an entire
I
power
don't really know
structure
what's going on.
dedicated
Alright,
to
Mr. Bard, come here.
those
with you.
who were
Yeah.
able to harness it properly.
What's going on?
Give me this.
There's definitely a structure to keep those
What do you want?
are different
And
from
well,
learning it.
based on my story to you,
This is highly
the ones who
expensive
see
equipment.
differently
Okay?
in
Don't
things are ones who
smash
ultimately
it.
We're
Don't
get
do nothing
investigating
wild.
together.
They
I
wouldn't be
understand,
so
but
quick
just-
to
I
let
mean,
go of
to
their
maintain the
old
status quo.
ways.
Like this is like my
Yes.
last
This is hardly the first time that they have ever silenced those that they disagreed with, even if they had a overall better vision for the people of this world. And then when they do, they strike all mention of them from the world's history, because history is written by the victors, and they don't want to have anything threatening their structure of power.
It's literally the reason I'm here.
Nothing happened.
Not fair.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
not.
but that means that if they hear that this is happening here, then
I'm sorry. I think maybe it's just back where you left it.
no,
Not fair that they use
Maybe
it
it's
against
still in your hands. Have
all
you
of
checked?
us. It's not fair.
Regardless,
If
I've
some-
seen,
if they're going to
I've seen quite more than enough to know that this is
Wolfgang.
not
I can't put it down. It's like a part of my hand in
as
a way.
good of a
It's a
thing
weird
as you imagine,
little-
unless
It's fine.
unless there was another, like Sir Ray.
Something as such?
Yes.
Like a complex
Yeah, I
I
device?
gotta get it
suppose
looked
so,
at.
yes, but
Your,
I'll talk to
they are
Wolf
but
Gang.
one
Maybe
person,
he can fix it.
Lee.
and one person
Lee is an
before
engineer,
did not
from what
change
he told us? Yes.
anything.
What if someone
like a
like,
last
what if someone like Vixen?
Yeah, I never met him. But
If it
I
was
will
someone
look
like
into that.
Vixen, that'd be important,
I have
right?
a question for you.
That could change things, right?
We're
Someone's gotta
discussing
change
magic.
things.
There's somebody we're waiting for to get here. Sir,
Yeah.
to tell us the
If
information
it
we
were
need
that,
to know.
if it were that
will you
simple,
give that to people, and then
Probably
they're
would've
gonna.
happened
Well,
at some
you see,
point
you're a
in
noble
time.
now, and if everything that we're
Sadly,
doing in
it's
here
not
gets
as
to the
easy as it
Empire, we're
sounds.
screwed. So, what's your?
From what I've heard about the oracles so far, they don't
Look, if
seem
there's certain
to
things
play.
that doesn't need to get put out, I'll just tell my editor to not put it out. You
the
know, they'll
majority make sure of it
doesn't
them
get out there.
saw their
Yes,
visions
something.
as
An
the
outro is what we're
one
worried about.
that something
Oh,
that
yeah, I mean,
needed to
unless
come
they-
true.
Unless they like get access to the tape,
But the thing
they
is that
can't access.
If
what's
the
in it.
If you
Empire
think
knows
about
what
it,
they're doing,
it
they
is a
might
very
not
hard
What we're
thing
saying
to
is that you're a noble,
know
and if
certainty
you
of.
feel like showing off
And
your
yet
fancy
their actions
devices
usually to
to
try
him,
to
please leave
ensure
this
that what they
out.
saw was
what we're saying.
indeed
And to your
the
friend.
only viable outcome.
The truth.
Instead of a guide
towards
You don't understand.
Don't show
Oh, you
her
don't
name.
understand. It's so much worse than you think. They have literally ordered people, told them they would have great victory, and marched them into death battles, into massacres. And afterwards they say, I had to do that. It was for the greater good. You had to die.
I'm not gonna show it.
Fate said
It's,
so.
uh,
So no
she's a
matter
damn
what
well.
they tell you, they're always right.
So.
Yeah, if not the
It doesn't matter. And every time there's a scapegoat.
I'm just making
Well,
sure
if
you
I was
understand
wrong,
the
it was
weight
because of.
situation.
Okay, sorry,
Wolf got in the
they're
way
back, but
for
they're
quite a
walking up
while.
from the fucking shrine.
It's not
Can't you just pull Kane? Can't you like
Good at all.
tie something around his
I
feet and
tried
just
to,
pull
but
him?
they didn't want to.
Believe me, I've seen.
We can't let them sweep this under the
Shrine.
I've seen.
If innocent people
I know, you're
are going to get hurt in this town, then we need to figure out who they are, and we need to make sure that this doesn't get swept under the rug. Or, then we need to go to the UN and seek asylum for these people.
I'm gonna implode one day, Riley.
We can't let any extermination take
No,
place in this
I just-
town.
Just don't be surprised.
I'm not gonna let that
Just don't be
happen.
surprised, is all I'm saying.
Appreciate that.
It was a good part.
I don't think
wait,
that is
that's
something that would
weird. Wait, why
necessarily
you-
happen.
I
There is
mean,
too much
thank
that
you,
weighs
but-
Can I
on
get one? Give me one of those. I need a premium one of those.
their
Give
own
it to me right
goals
here.
here. Is
I
this
have-
place is
Take
effectively
all of this. That was the.
their stepping stone to
That was sexual.
the people that they really want to see, which would be you
Christ.
all.
Well,
And making bad relations with us would make bad
I'm
relations with
just
you.
happy
They're
that
not
we can
that
get some new
foolish,
people in this.
even if they are blind.
Of course, I am more than honored to be part of Team Mist.
So what? People vanishing in the night? More people sent to solve a problem?
How they, unless this is indeed the worst
We learn
case
something
scenario,
new
as
every
far as I see it's the worst case, and
guess
they
that's
suddenly
true.
have
We didn't
their
learn that
sight
one day,
back.
randomly.
Yeah, sure. Well, I learned that
Presently,
magic was like a thing randomly one day.
they still may be effectively blind.
Can you manifest any
They try to claim that they still have their visions to maintain a semblance of normalcy, because
flame on
most
my
people
finger.
wouldn't know the difference. Most people can't interact with this kind of magic.
It's there. But,
That's a magic.
But
And what is this kind of magic? What's
Yeah.
the other greater magics?
akin to a candle, if you will.
no one will ever know.
He made it! He made it!
They were
It's
they were
him!
banned.
It's him!
They were banned
It's
from being
him!
they were banned from ever being explored for so long that any hope of anyone having the knowledge to do so is
Let's go.
certainly lost.
Team Mist.
After all,
This
magic
weird
takes
aura thing that
many,
happens
many,
sometimes.
many
for the
years to
win.
practice.
Vixen.
The greater magics even more so.
Lively.
if you would like.
and any attempt to practice anything other than what was approved by
Oh,
the Empire, i.e.
shit. Hey,
Oracle
thank you for the
magic,
time, by the way, for the
was met
over
with
the week. I appreciate it.
extreme
Sorry, I
prejudice
didn't know, you know.
and punishment.
Yeah, but
Kane.
yeah.
Wanted me.
So,
Appreciate it. Awesome.
if there was ever a possibility for another kind of greater magic, it was buried. Because that could because there was only one kind that was ever needed to achieve prosperity. Why practice anything else when you could see exactly the path forward that you needed to go? That was their logic.
And that power happened to be
know how I'm gonna
in the
help yet, but
hands
we'll figure it
of the
out.
people who could most use it. So wipe out the competition, right?
Well, of course.
Whatever way possible.
They had the power to see how things go.
VIP group of us. If they can help us figure it out.
Yeah, what do you mean is it? What do you mean is it?
And again,
And they kept up
Okay,
the
Lord Bart.
image of it.
That okay.
The only thing that survived were the lesser
Sent
magics,
three
but
lords.
those two were not
They
looked
decided to make you a
upon
lord. I mean,
with any favor.
Simple
So
level.
anyone who practiced it only
Whatever
did so in
you
secret.
say.
The only magic that was ever approved was that of the oracles.
Outside of the Lord of Arts
Anything
stuff,
else
I tried to
was deemed
You're
dangerous,
such a helpful Bart.
no matter how
Good job.
simple
There you go.
it was.
feel patronized.
Lord Bot, I swear to God, if you tell the Empire, I know where you sleep.
What do you mean? Why would I tell them that? What
I know where you sleep, 'cause you're
Why do you think I'm in
Miracle.
cahoots?
Okay, if
Okay.
he gives us away, I'm gonna trust you to do something
I'm not
about this.
saying it. What?
And you back there too.
I'm the master hazer.
I brought Rosita myself.
Rosita, welcome back.
I can't say my alignments.
Let's get to the back. Make your way to the back.
back?
Follow the
Not
biggest
everyone.
That is back then.
No, not
Is it
the back. Everyone look that way for a moment.
It's not gonna
This
hurt
looks
people,
like
is it?
Okay.
I wish I could say with any
Actually, I don't
certainty.
know. Wait, I ain't gonna
Look
get
at the
shanked,
shell.
am I?
Look at the shell.
I know how
I
to
said the same thing
Man,
back then.
if I got a
and
dag on my back, I'd be mad as fuck. I'm telling you right
watch
now. I'm
someone
gonna be
I care
upset.
about deeply
I'm not gonna be
die,
happy
so-
about it.
I'm putting my hand up. They'll hit my hand before they hit your back. You're good. Just look at the bookshelf.
You know the hand is like maybe like 20% of like the back surface area, right? Like there's like a lot more
Shut
back
up
than
and
just
just
hand.
start counting rings. Let's figure out how old this tree was before they killed it. 1, 2.
We need to figure out all the people that have been affected, and we need to make
I
sure that
can't
they
tell if
stay
that's
safe.
5 or if that's just like
You
a
might want to make it
This is a resurgence of some
I
variety.
don't know what rings. I don't.
Well,
They might
Keep
not
your
do
rings on the
anything
stick. What do
drastic,
you
but
mean?
we need to make sure that they don't
you,
have the capacity to do
specifically.
something.
It's
For
wood,
you
it's wood grain. You're looking
specifically.
at the wood grain. The wood grain
Then-
is wood. You do that. You're a
Knock knock. I don't. How do you determine age from the wood?
Oh wow, that was such a good bookshelf.
Now check out. We have a box of
The one you should be most worried about is one of your own,
That's a lot of books.
Dr. Napney. She actually had a vision, according to those who were near her.
Thank you. It's no longer
She
exactly.
was
I heard. I need to talk to her.
It was a ruse.
Why her, I will never understand, as she is not native to this place, but she
Anyway, so
challenges all that I know
me and Kane and
regularly.
where is she? The other one.
But-
Can't find her. Another red lady went down.
Yes,
That's right.
out of anybody, she is the one you want to be most worried about if that news gets out.
How I got there and what happened?
Because if the Empire were to learn about her, they would want to secure her under any means necessary.
Anyway, so this morning there was a magical.
They'd be willing to start a war over that.
At least a feeling in the air, saying that somewhere deep and dark that there was a cavern.
They would desperately want any
energy was
hope
protruding out of it in
to
waves,
grasp
so I followed the
back what
energy
they
all
had
the way down,
lost
and I
so
found
many years ago.
At the back of like the bear cave or something similar to that, there was a new cavern that opened up all the way at the back.
We
It
should
seemed
probably
like
hear
things were-
this.
It almost seemed like things were breaking out of the cave, almost like. It didn't seem like it was just naturally formed, is what I'm saying. And then all the way very, very down to the bottom, there was a wall. Inside the wall, there was a pillar. The pillar toppled over because it was surrounded by pillars. And thus, inside the pillar, on a monument or some kind of pillar, there was this thing. This thing is, it's kind of glowing, but it was a lot more glowing when I found it on the pedestal. And I didn't
Can
know
I
what to do
touch
at
it?
that point. Yeah, go ahead. So I didn't know what to do at that point. But it
Riley?
was really just, it had such an aura about it on this pedestal. And I didn't know if anyone else was coming or anything like that, so I picked it up. The moment I picked it up, that's when my vision started to go rainbow and hazy, and I think that's what everyone else encountered as well. And a shit ton of visions of the future flashed in my eyes. I started to feel like a dirty oracle for a second there. And
Wasn't me
just
then.
visions upon visions
You're the
upon
one who
visions
set
upon
off
I
visions.
just figured you want to be here for this.
I tried to find.
Hi, I touched
if there
a
was any
square.
traps.
I don't know if that's important,
Anyway,
but you know.
so when I picked it up, it flashed all these images in front of my mind, and I think it shared it with basically anyone that was nearby. Of essentially, the only important bit of note from this entire encounter was that there was an eclipse in 2 weeks. What that has to do with anything is random to me,
Don't
but
drop
that's
the
all I
box.
learned from the box.
How heavy
Then
is
when
the box?
Kane came in
Maybe
after,
it's-
let Kane finish the story.
Myself and Misaki were talking. Knock. The shrine.
Knock, knock. Yes, yes.
Do you want other
Dude,
people
I
in
don't-
there?
Put that away.
Depends on who that is.
What
that's
Maybe
me.
hide it.
The magical
Don't worry,
MacGuffin.
You're looking through the window. That's how you figured this out?
There's someone I really wanted to talk to. Bring him in.
Ah, he's fine. Let him in.
Yo, Owens! What's up?
He's okay. He knows nothing about magic. This would tickle me.
Vixen,
What's going on?
There's an elf looking for you, by the way.
That's fine.
Which
Oh,
elf?
It's
Yeah.
Lotea. I
just
don't
told,
need to
Musil
guess. It's
roughly
Lotea.
2 weeks.
Almost
Should be the
assuredly.
hunter, the smaller moon.
Away.
Hey, we're in the middle of
howdy,
something.
or
Wrap it up,
RR?
or else.
Kane is involved.
I'm wrapped up. 2
No,
weeks.
that's fine.
Eclipse.
I'm
all
not,
yours.
I'm not doing that weird internet
Get him
crap.
back.
It's
How
not.
will you get back here?
You
What
don't
do you
do the
mean
ara-ara.
eclipse? Come here.
Thank you.
No, I don't do
No.
that. It's not my thing.
What,
That
what,
was
what, what am I
cringe.
being summoned for? You bogart my coffee and then you summon me. What kind of relationship is this?
Vixen!
Uh-huh.
An abusive partner.
I've
Already
already
knew
married
the
twice.
exact
I'm
date.
aware.
What is
I
happening?
just wanted.
I wish I could
I
say. I wish I could
think
say.
a very
Cold and
special
smooth.
thing has
If
been
that matters
found.
at all.
Hey, we haven't finished our story, people. Don't get into your own business.
Sorry,
Come
what
on,
was
let's
the?
keep it back.
I couldn't hear.
I'm engaged.
Close that damn
What's
door.
the end of the story then?
Let's proceed and
Damn it,
ask
close
you
the
what
door.
eclipse would be.
Yes, we're trying to
Oh,
finish the story.
right.
Let's figure it out.
Now
What
we
it
know.
is together.
Right, well, 2 weeks.
So we're shutting the
hunter,
door, or-
the lesser moon,
Yes, we gotta finish the
or
story.
smaller
Come on, we
moon. I
gotta
shouldn't
figure
call
it
it the
out.
lesser moon. Give or take, we're pretty
I
close
get
to about
that,
2 weeks
but-
though. The math is pretty solid on that. I just don't know
Anyway,
if
back
it's
to
going
the
to be
table. Back to the table, everybody.
a full
Alright,
or a
Miss
partial.
Club.
I haven't done that yet.
Come back to the table. If you're gonna speak, speak to us all. What's going on with the eclipse? Stop trying to shimmy out of here, young man. You know something.
He already
Bring it back.
knows.
How did you know?
You're in here for the long haul, Van Owens. What's
I-
going on?
Because
Well,
I
how did
asked
I
him.
how did I figure out an eclipse? I did the math. We've known how to do that for 500 years.
Why'd you just
Deploy the
Oh, never
box.
mind. Okay,
You just know how
continue.
to estimate an eclipse.
Whip.
It's not hard.
Van Owens.
I was only.
Fucking resonate. I was looking over for your fucking.
Holy shit, the whole town's debating here.
What is the end
Yeah,
of
I
this
wonder why
story?
the entire town is in here.
I would like to hear it at this point.
Well, can I let Therese in?
I was not planning. Sure. Please, actually, don't let us in. Holy shit.
Out of
I was not
anyone.
planning on giving this story to more than 5 people.
On the table is very
Is everyone missed now?
haven't seen anything like that about it.
Just let him in.
They're free to leave if they so want.
He's coming in. Let's come on. Ah, shit.
This now.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
You've been roped
Okay,
out in.
All right.
I'm hearing groan, moans, and complaints. If you don't want to know, then leave. It's fine.
What
Hurry
manner of
up.
tom?
I thought you'd be
This is
interested
ridiculous.
to know.
What
Why
why
are you touching the thing? Touch that.
There's a lot happening. You both may have to wait.
What manner of tomfuckery have you presented this
We're
time?
finishing our story.
Okay.
Kane, continue your story. We're all listening.
One of you is.
Just be careful.
Well, to be honest,
Possibly square cube.
it shouldn't even exist this cube. Not only is it impossibly square, but it's not what the stories said it was.
Wait, what stories?
Anyway.
Let him finish. Nope.
Man, there's a chair.
Steal our shit again.
I've gone through a lot today, and from what I can tell, this cube is part of a set. Things the oracles tried to hide away. Things they were worried about. And whatever it is, this cube, for the first time in over half a century, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it wasn't the cube. You saw visions, didn't you, Vixen?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Before I took it from its pedestal, I did many tests. And it's not exactly how the story described, but there's no doubt that it contained greater magic.
In other words, a relic.
Stuck all the magic in there and sealed it away?
Yes. A relic long hidden. You don't learn about this in the academies.
Believe me, I'm well aware.
There was... Well, fuck it, I guess. There was an old story about a cube like this. Although, in that story, the cube, the impossibly perfect cube, had drawings like this on it. There's a DM around, right?
There are
several.
He's going to bring out the script that he himself cannot translate, that he just put on paper. He just came from the shrine. And it's
Miko.
the same script that was in that same script that was in the room.
And Zila, you recognize Elvish, but of an Elvish form. Words and script that is unknown to you. The words are not of any language you have ever seen. But it looks Elvish.
Interesting. It bears a strong...
Any questions for the class?
I mean...
He's going to put the piece of paper on top of the cube.
Yeah. It really is a glass at this point.
So, I've got a few. Firstly, where did you get this cube from?
Back of cave.
What cave?
Bear
A
cave.
cave that was calling to us.
So everyone's been to this damn cave, but okay, you know what? Fine.
It already opened up
not
today.
everyone has been to this cave.
If it makes you feel better, I haven't been to the cave.
Okay, alright, yes,
that was
slightly.
Next
question.
Questions to the cube, people. Come on, let's get it together.
Next question. Does this have anything to do with the sphere that you found?
Yes.
How you be finding
Okay.
Perfect sphere too.
You told people about the sphere.
Vanillans, if you
actually, no,
understand
that
the
was
math of
vetoed.
the stars, what is this?
Was vetoed and you...
I mean vetoed.
Well, remember they said that we had to wait, and then nothing happened with that.
Is it a perfect triangle too?
Oh, right. So there's the mysterious sphere.
It's not so much what it is, but what it isn't.
You know.
I mean, it's not a circle.
No, but what it
Very well.
isn't is handcrafted. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, I
There's
was
no
gonna say
tools. There's
something
no
about
marks
that.
on it. This is literally. Does anyone have any water?
Look, I got my canteen.
Do you want water?
What canteen works?
My bag.
Trip. Well, never mind.
Just if this thing is as molecularly smooth as I think it is, that should just be hydrophobic.
What'd you say?
As you described, water runs across it perfectly without stopping, almost frictionless except for the tension of water.
See
In
this?
fact, one of the things you observe, Chris, is that it is unusually heavy.
This thing is. Can I pick this up safely?
I mean,
You should be able to.
she was doing it. Just
I'll give out
Dense.
Yeah, but
information.
he can't lift shit. Like, I'm just built different.
Yeah, but this is dense, and
no,
this
it's
is.
heavy.
You can make
It's
fun of me
heavy.
all you like, but you know what? The brain's big at least. But yeah, no, the molecularly, it's too smooth.
so-
It's too perfect. This is like
so I was
nanomolecular
gonna-
material.
No, for once, we're on the same
Nano
page
what?
because I work with metal enough for
It's
working on
No,
stuff
no,
to
no.
know like how much things need to be polished, and this is beyond like what we would
like
do
really,
for
really
anything
small.
unless it's straight up military grade. and if
Engineered
things
on a
are off
level
by
that we
like
can't
a
see with the naked
singular
eye.
degree,
Well,
things are gonna break.
I don't think this was crafted. I think if I had to suggest anything, and you can tell me if I sound crazy
As
here,
soon as I do, someone's gonna be at the door
Sorry,
again.
I think this was grown.
Is it marvelous?
Either that or was crafted with stuff far beyond what we would assume they'd be able
I
to
suppose
do.
If you think of this like a crystal pattern, it grows from a seed. Molecularly, it's very well organized,
And the
perfectly
cloud
smooth.
was absorbed into it.
the what?
What
Wait,
you're
what was
looking
that?
at right now is something I thought
Not the
was
cloud. You know
a
the one that's
myth.
following Reznor?
Professor
It was
Van
absorbed into it. Or dissipated into it.
Sorry, you.
I
There's
should-
a lot of that going around. You know
Okay,
how we
well,
feel coming here.
I should ask, does it
I only
still
found
have
one
any of
thing
the
describing
energy
something like-
associated with it when you found it? Has it obviously something happened when
it
it
gave
was
everybody a vision.
Well,
It
I mean,
blurred,
wait,
gave
it ain't
everybody
present.
a
cloud?
vision.
I meant presently now. Does it still, for those who
I mean, I
felt
touched
that?
it and I'm not
Figure out
dead.
Now it doesn't do it.
No.
I like that
When I
cloud.
picked it up
I named
from
that
the
cloud.
sky,
Certain people. I guess.
Okay,
When I picked it
and
up,
you...
it was entirely dormant.
Right, and this is something that... And...
It's
on a
part of
scale
the
If you let me
whole
finish
quest that's
my
gonna happen
story.
in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But we don't know how
Oh, I didn't know you were
Okay,
done.
No, scale
In
on
an
1 to
impossibly
10.
smooth
How
sphere.
bad would it be if the oracles
Ah,
knew about
sorry.
this?
Very bad.
This
thing
would be
Okay.
extremely bad. Do not tell anyone
Okay,
about that if they are.
and final question: do we have somewhere safe that we can store it? Very
Yes.
quickly for no particular reason whatsoever.
Yes.
I could think of
What do
two.
you
When you
mean
frame
by
it like
that?
that, I really want to ask why you are so concerned.
I know enough about poor communication to know that you are sus of something.
Reznor, if you damn steal the damn cube, I'll kill you.
I'm not going to. No, I mean, like, actually,
You were saying something about a
genuinely
sphere.
making
Did this
sure
thing
that-
change shape, or was there a companion piece?
There's
No.
3 companions.
Slip of tongue.
We
I'm
have a place,
actually
don't worry,
Don't
Rez.
tell everyone.
Okay, and will it be able to affect people from that place?
An impossibly
No.
made
It's not
cube of
affecting
metal
people from that place.
with ancient Elvish that
You might want to inch forward a little bit.
understand.
It only affected people sitting.
The presumption.
That's not doing anything right now.
Scary things I know.
So wait, so if I try picking
But the good
it
thing
up,
is,
I get lost.
with the right people around you, it doesn't feel so scary.
People have been picking it up the entire time.
People you trust.
Pulls out the magnet.
It's heavy. Like it's definitely heavy. Just
Just put that down for a second.
force.
Well, it's not ferrous, whatever it is. It doesn't react to magnetics.
hammer into it and crack it open.
Can I
For all intents and
see
purposes,
about-
it's a...
Something bad could happen.
It's exactly what I read.
Chat, roll me a d20.
completely uniform in like density?
apologies.
If there's like any like
I'm kind of
unnatural like
Didn't realize there were people at the door.
Put it on one edge.
Ah, there you are, my
Yeah,
friend.
no, hi.
There's something in the cube, or is it just the cube itself?
Is this in particular important? They don't really want people just coming in here right now.
Give me a sec.
Oh.
No, stop.
You're alright.
I was looking for you, but okay.
Step away.
I'd rather. I'd like to step away, actually. Push
Okay.
this past.
What is happening? It says open.
It did say.
Yeah, there's a bit of
Give me a second here. Forgive me for barging in on accident. I didn't mean to.
But it says
Coming out here, so we may want to pack it in for the
It sure does say that. It's a silly saying.
May, if you could you tell Koval that as Miko was pushing by, that he felt a brief tickle against him?
Who did?
Koval. That he felt a tickle or something. For you,
You got it.
it's one of Miko's tails, because she got really close to him to do
Oh.
that.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Sorry about that. You needed me.
You're fine. I did.
I really wanted to get out of there because it was starting to become quite a headache of talking in circles about that.
I didn't mean to barge in. I did see the sign open after all, and I thought I saw a tail pushing out of the window. I wanted to ask. How much have you been told about what Vixen found?
That's what they're talking about in there right now. I got dragged in there.
Well, apparently, for what I've been overhearing at least, the cube that Vixen found is one of 3 artifacts that they've been keeping in that, or the third of what? My words.
You are already
There are 2
being
other
far
artifacts
more,
being kept in.
You are already being far more direct and straight to the point than any of those fools in there are, so thank you.
I know how much you appreciate that. There were 2 spheres being kept in that building. Of the same, I guess, properties. The cube is the 3rd item that matches that, from what I was hearing. And these are apparently items from the time of Oracle Prudence.
I see.
Yes. And apparently... Oh, now it's snowing. Apparently, Vixen has been trying to fiddle these things. With another group of them, I guess they're calling themselves Mist or something. What I heard.
Again, all of those people in there, I know. I got dragged into
Fair
it,
enough.
and it was, honestly unbearable, aside from just...
Well, apparently, that cube is what triggered the greater magic.
That's what I'm starting to hear. I also hear that you were also one who saw it too. I saw it as well.
I did, yes.
Funny in that
I saw the
sense.
colors, but I did not see the visions.
No visions
And
for
what
myself
worries me-
either. But
Yes, only Natalie was the one who saw visions from what I've gathered so far.
But with how
And if that's the
widespread
case,
it was, who knows who else in the surrounding areas could have felt it.
I know. But at the same time, why would she, a person not of our world, see visions of what may be coming? Why did she get a glimpse of oracle magic?
Possibly because she is in many ways an exception to both our kind and theirs. She is
Maybe.
a constant challenge to everything that we all know. Even me, and you know how long I've been around.
I know. A question for you then, my dear friend. Kitsune don't learn oracle magic, correct? There has never been one in recorded history?
I believe the better thing to say is, at least ever since the time of dear Serenity, even before that, if there was ever one that had a gift for it, they certainly were never heavily encouraged in their pursuits, even though there were some that attended the academies.
Interesting.
After all, ask yourself the question. Only those who are able to, the only ones who are able to even attempt to dream of wielding oracle magic have to be able to sense greater magic. And my dear friend, what do you think that means about me?
You are one of them.
Yes. If I had wanted to.
And I believe Amari is another.
If I had wanted to, I could have walked that path. And in a sense, I almost did.
Grace.
I was shown no. Far before her.
Wait. You told me this, I think. Was Serenity, was it not?
In a sense. They are partially responsible, but they are not the only one. But at the same time, it is also her that dissuaded me from that path.
I see. In any case, whatever it is that's affecting Natalie, it seems to mimic things. For example, when some of the first changes that happened to her, I watched with my own eyes as webbing grew between her fingers. She told me that she had been drinking a lot of water in the previous week, as directed by Musselfinks because he believed it was a slime. Why would webbing form there then, where there had been none? A few days later, it had disappeared. The claws she has, I'm not entirely sure why, but...
I think I get the point that you're getting at. This pulse of greater magic
It's mimicking
felt.
Amari. No. It's because, well, yes, but it's because it mimicked Amari.
Potentially.
Natalie...
Or it's sensitive enough.
I know the
that
two
it
of them
could
spend a lot of
feel
time together.
The magic. And it adapted to what it was meant to awaken better than any other.
Maybe, I don't know. But the fact that Natalie now has Amari's eyes and she's changing constantly between her own originals and Amari's, I don't know.
Ultimately, the biggest takeaway is regardless of the reason, should there be an oracle that visits here, no matter who they are, even if it's Grace, they cannot learn of them. The Empire cannot learn of that happening to them, otherwise she will be sought after as...
I know.
Like, they will stop at nothing to get a hold of her. Because they would have...
And too many people already know. Too many people know.
Hopefully
and someone is going to talk.
Well, hopefully they are smart. Lest I have to put them down.
I don't know. And I told Natalie too. I told her. And I made the mistake of saying it aloud, and in the moment I didn't think. I was worried for her. It's partially my fault.
Then take the same responsibility to ensure that she remains safe. That is what you owe her.
I've told her as much. I have told her as much. I have warned her that if the Empire hears, they will come for her. And apparently, it's not just here she has to worry about. Apparently, there are people on her world who are trying to get a hold of her too. To, as she said, dissect her.
Yes, I imagine so.
I told her that I would do what I can to keep her safe. That we, well, others would keep her safe. As best as we could.
I believe she has people near her that are willing to help. This Dr. Koval, Yang, you, Almari for certain.
Nalo. Nalo I'm not so sure of, but I think she would.
She has a network of people around her who are willing to protect her. And to a certain degree myself as well, whether or not that manifests in a way that they unnecessarily want.
Has everyone not gathered yet?
No, I heard said when the last of the color drains from the sky.
Alright, good. I was worried I was late. I don't want to disappoint her.
Lotea, if I could, actually. Remember that, favor I wanted to ask of you?
Yes.
It's specifically having to do with Dr. Yang. And... she has still not let go of her desire to meet somebody in particular.
You want to pay her a visit?
I'd like to give her at least a semblance that she has been noticed. I do not wish to engage just yet, but I want to see how she reacts to seeing them from afar. So when I asked you about taking a walk, if you could, I don't know where she is right to this moment.
The last I saw her, she was up at the UN base. That was a while ago.
Could you try to pay her a visit and perhaps...
I don't want to take too long because I did promise Iceheart I would be there for her husband ceremony.
But if you could just invite her to a quick walk to have a talk about something, maybe just making sure that Natalie is safe. Over by, say, the lake. And just...
The first one outside the town?
Yes, the one right outside the UN base. And if you could, perhaps direct her attention upward. Whether or not you like to see me is up to you, but she might notice somebody looking down at her from the cliffs, if you get my idea.
I do indeed. I will see what I can do.
I suggest going ahead on that now if you are going to, so that you don't miss anything. I'm going to go prepare for things.
I'll see you shortly then.
Actually, I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Just to kind of make sure that it's happening.
Hello.
Hello.
Doing here.
Yeah. So here in a bit, assuming Lotte is able to find them, they're going to take Dr. Yang over by the lake up over here, under the request to have a talk. I'm planning on messing with Yang a little bit to give her a little sight of what it is that she's looking for, and wanted them to potentially get a prompt to kind of look up over in this general direction when they would have a line of sight to where I'm standing, just so that they could see, notice that they're looking directly at them, and then just casually walk away, and they'd note that they would note to them how many tails. Yeah.
Excellent, yes.
Yeah.
If you want to hang out in the channel here, we can coordinate.
Yep, I'm staying invisible for right now, just but I'll switch into the model for it up here, but I'm just kind of keeping an eye on whether or not they are coming this way.
I'm going to go check on Seer right now to see if they found her.
I believe they're up at the UN base right now.
That's correct, that's where she was.
Yes, Seer is currently getting Dr. Yan to escort her back to Balthus.
Perfect. My not girlfriend is amazing.
Hey, I'm taking the opportunity to mess with my girlfriend, so...
Yeah? Oh, wait, like, for real?
Yeah, Siler.
Oh, shit. Nice. I didn't know that, actually.
That's okay.
But yeah, I want to see what happens when they get that, and if they'll make any effort to act upon it.
So how many tails will she count?
She has, she'll see all 9 of them when she turns away completely, and that's the main key, is that that lines up with all the stories that she's been getting up to this point.
I'll GM whisper her, so only Siler hears, or does Seer know?
Seer knows.
Okay.
Seer, I was going to say, Lotte was put up to this.
Nice.
She was like, can you do me a little tiny favor?
Was Omari going to be joining?
Are they?
Oh no. Yes, Amari's gonna be there, probably.
You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Okay.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yep.
Make a right. Where are you going, Seer?
That's not where she told her to go.
Crap. She's thinking about it. Nope, she's committing.
I can adjust.
Feel free to let her
adjust.
know. Sizzle if you want to.
Lotte, thinking back to the instructions you were given, the lake is the other side of the bridge. Yes, that would be the bridge, and the other side's behind you. There's no lakes on this side. Alright, now she's running away without them.
Is she going the wrong way?
No,
She present.
trying to get undiscombobulated. Alright, they are coming up on the lake now.
Okay.
I am looking for. Okay, I see your name tag.
Switching into the model.
What the? Amari stopped out on the bridge. So it's just Lutea down there.
It's okay. They're in an exact perfect spot to look up and see things. I love Scuff.
It's like herding cats.
This is improv, it's fine.
Oh,
Sylar can see her.
Amari is talking about you.
You can point them out whenever you want to.
They can't see through the fucking trees.
I mean, you could say it's like while you were walking up, you saw a glimpse of something up. Because she was looking in that general direction.
Dr. Yan, while you're having this conversation and being aware of your surroundings as the kind of person you are, there was something up and to the left along the ridgeline that you noticed while you were walking up to the lake edge here. Other left. Yeah, that's your left side. The scuff is thick. Okay, there we go. You see the silhouette of a person. They slowly turn, looking at you, directly at you, and you see the silhouette of 9 tails follow behind her, swishing as she just walks around the edge of the ridgeline and you can't see her anymore. She was watching you, and she knows you saw her.
Mic is open.
Beautiful.
I was doing that for Ariana's sake.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
copy.
Confirmed saw.
Yep.
That's
very soft.
Lots of contact.
Vev's being there is actually kind of funny. I love that.
Well, she was dropping Ninetail lore on the way over to the lake too. I didn't catch the entirety of it. I assume she was talking at the.
That's hilarious. We can't keep getting away with it. We can't keep getting away with it. Unintentionally making each other's scenes better.
I'm here for it. Y'all are amazing, and you make our jobs so much easier. Thank you.
AMR is angry.
Oh. Oh, I can't wait to hear about this. Yeah, the fun thing about the cliff sides is I could just sneak right back into town all the way over here. I'm just flying because it's easier.
I can do whatever
You know, you in particular get to use no clip in character. It's fine.
I have the power of climbing.
Evidently, you have the gall now.
I have the gall.
Yeah, the gall.
People don't get to use it, but you in particular can use the no clip in character to be in 2 places at once. That's fine.
Yep. Wonder if
Light
she's
and darkness. She's pissed.
You know what?
She is
wasn't
hounding on
what,
the...
wasn't my intent, but this is great. I am okay with what just happened.
And then Seer is, you know, being the sweet thing she is. Very defensive.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, yeah, that happened. So, have fun with that.
Will do, ma'am. Thank you.
Keep an eye on that if you could.
So
I'm back in
and
town.
get caught up on this lore, because now this is intriguing. I mean, it's
Mhm.
probably always been intriguing, but now I'm
Now
I'm hooked.
now you're enthused. Anyways,
Mhm.
I'm hopping back up into the Valis Palace. So.
Valis Palace. All right. Enjoy your...
Earth is missing this.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Have
it
you
start?
seen Latea?
I
Yeah.
believe
Yes,
I believe I saw her go out the front gate for something. I believe she was looking for someone at the UN base.
Must be
I
quick.
would.
I'm hoping it's quick.
I hope not.
Just take.
Wanted us to find her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Actually, wait. That's her right there.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, Miko.
They're just about to get started, so you're just
Dr. Young, can I
you're
get that
just
from
in
the
time.
Harpy Tower.
Of course.
Thank you.
Kindly.
Yes. Can I
I'll
help
be
you?
there shortly.
You're
What?
disappointed.
A good nightmare.
What?
Huh.
What's her problem?
I'm
hope
going
you're having a
home.
good day.
I'm quite tired.
Good night, Miko.
You're worried about Renge?
Well, she just seemed to apparently snub me all of a sudden. It's rather. I don't recall doing anything to her today. But okay, fine. Don't walk
You're
with
also
me.
whispering.
Fuck you. I'm not whispering. You're whispering. Where is it again? Harpy Tower.
Are you sure? Our bitch got like
Oh, here we are. This is the right spot.
What you do?
Yes.
About.
Yes.
She spoke to you about
Yes,
a
I did.
different kind, I guess.
The
Go,
trials
Doc.
as well as the. Yes, I suppose.
It is a talent and skill. And all warriors should be skillful in everything they do.
At the very least, we know what it is, and we can isolate now.
Is that so?
later.
Does that mean you're sticking around for a bit?
It's some good news.
Do they not know how to get back here?
Given everything that I've been feeling today.
Practicality, I mean, my boots.
I think I just barely missed her. Ah, there you are.
And then her facility too didn't want
Nice
to.
heart.
You held on for quite a long time then, didn't you?
good.
Yes. Oh, would you look at that? It seems to have lost. in a different way than I normally would. Yes, darling.
Oh, he was a bold
see.
one.
It's good to see you.
2 moonflowers.
Good to see you too.
Probably the talk
Is everything okay on your end there?
I think so.
Hotel?
Yes, there's 2 moonflowers beside you.
Yes, I was just making sure that you were.
I believe the last two are arriving, Mana and Zira.
Sorry, I was having down one go
What
get Varys.
visual state did the thing
You don't have
ended
to
up
wait for
in
them, though.
landing on?
His wolf will be
It's
fast,
fine.
hopefully.
You're all awake for this wake.
What?
True.
Bad joke.
I'm waiting for Brenda here to return too.
What? No, they say this wake, so we wake.
For her?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see you don't understand what wake means. Alright.
They keep switching.
They still switch?
Mm. What?
That must be so disorienting.
Yeah.
What are you two talking about over there?
Something unrelated, I
A
believe.
really weird thing that happened today. Like, really
Hmm.
weird.
Rainbows and colors and all that. I've heard something.
Yeah,
about
it's related to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
By the way, speaking of, I'm just gonna let you all know, I think we've found it and everything's under control. There's nothing to worry about, I'm pretty sure. Probably. Maybe.
Now I'm definitely worried about it.
Yeah, no.
The
now that
dread-
you said not
I
to
trust
worry,
you,
now I'm
Amari.
really
The
worried about
dreaded
it.
it.
I trust you.
Don't worry about it. That immediately makes everyone worry.
It's like counterintuitive.
If you're not aware of the whole flashing lights thing, we found what caused the flashing lights thing, and I think there's no reason to worry, maybe.
Depends on
Okay,
how
we will probably maybe not worry about it.
Good.
Maybe probably
Okay.
not. No, don't worry about it.
We're in agreement then.
I believe this is likely everyone that is going to show up at Ice Heart, so.
Rendezvous was
I don't know where
looking
everybody
for
else
you,
is.
Brendavere had ran off to fetch people, but it's.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Brindavere was absolutely on his way too, so he's probably still trying to grab people.
He's a fast, and this is perfectly fine as it stands right now, because the first part of all of this is.
Right.
You all are a member of my family, in a way. That is how enclaves work. We all support one another. We all help one another. And when we drift into the final slumber, we take care of what is left behind. Many enclaves, there are children born into couples, and the couples will not see those children to see the same time that they did. Today I received good news that my lavender will at least live to see, much like the other elves. She's not afflicted. Likewise, they also have told me that there is possibly treatments that can be done to help Rin, who unfortunately is still afflicted.
Is there any word on how effective those treatments are? Do you know that already, or?
The guesstimate from one of the things that they had suggested was that in comparison, it extended the life expectancy at least by 4 times 4.
Oh, that's even if it's not a pure fix, that in and of itself is very good.
But regardless of whether or not they will be able to cure it is yet to be seen, and I won't look at that hope any less than what it is. It's a beautiful hope to have. Hope. Hope is what kept us alive. Many of us who became afflicted, hope was what kept us alive. Willow was one of my hopes. Willow gave me hope like no other. And the thing is that you would think that without him sometimes, by saying something like that I would be without hope, without him. But the fact of the matter is, as long as there are stars in the sky, Willow will always be with me. And thus, the light of hope will stay within me as well. Tomorrow, we will commit Willow's body to the fire, for it no longer is necessary. He is free. No longer is he shackled. He has not reached the end of his path, but the beginning of another. Among the enclave that I stayed a part of, we believed our souls were like stars, that they burned so brightly that our lives were cut short because our bodies could not handle it. And so in that time, it was up to us to show that light to as many people and to bring as many people happiness. The enclave that I was a part of had a specific day that they would gather each month. This would be the day they would celebrate those who had fallen into the slumber. On those days, there was a feast where we would celebrate that though our lives may be cut short, we still got to live them. that no matter what fate might tell us, that no matter what others might do to us, that we lived and they can never take away our past. No matter what, we will leave our mark on this world in one way or another, be it touching the lives of others, saving others, or at least burning bright enough to try and change the world for the better. There is a song that we would sing. And I would share it with you all tonight, in honor of my darling Willow. It's the time of the year, the very so merry, bright, we hold dear. So many regrets bring me to tears. Not many, no death or care. Oh, my starlight, oh, why does a common fire hold so much power? If only we could be forever naive and pure. If only we could be painless futures. If only there could be a more kinder world.
That was
It was.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's very pretty.
Willow, when he fell asleep, he was surrounded by people who cared for me and even for him, though they only had met him within that day. And I believe that he saw in all of you that I'll be okay. That my hunter no longer needs to keep me safe. I couldn't ask a better day for him to have fallen into that slumber. Because at least he got a chance to meet you all. And to be happy. I wanted to take him out for the Hana. So that way he could finally have a new memory. A happy one. And we got just that. I will not remember this past Hana as a day that Willow left me. No. It will forever be the day that his light burns brightest among the sky. The day that he could dance and sing and feel once more among the stars. So I would wish to you all, when my day comes, don't see it as losing me, but see it that I too will finally be able to feel the wind once more and touch those who I have not felt the touch of in quite some time. Remember not the tears, only the smiles. It may hurt, but it is pain that makes happiness all the better. As I said to some individuals the other day, a warm fire in the middle of summer doesn't bring as much comfort as a warm fire in the middle of winter. Though your heart may be cold, always remember that it will be happy memories that warm your hearts. Just as the memories of Willow will forever warm mine. If there is anyone who would like to say anything, you're welcome to. Please.
Much like most of you, I didn't know him for very long. I only ever met him directly that one day too. But I did know of him. And I have heard stories of him, and meeting him, I could just see everything that she's been gushing about since I've met her. Many of you will take this as a mourning time, or a time for sympathy. I think it's quite the opposite. I think it is a time to celebrate. I think it is a time to celebrate his memory. To celebrate that he passed on that he went into his slumber at such a wonderful time as he did, as she mentioned. I think it is a time to remember that he was the kind of person that would not want us to be sad, but just to remember. There's nothing wrong with celebrating a memory rather than mourning it. If you just get sad every time somebody dies. You're just gonna be miserable your whole life because death is involved everywhere, no matter how long or short your lifespan is. Death is the one thing that unites everybody, really. And no
You're
matter
right
how
about
unfortunate
that.
anyone's life may be, if you don't look for that happy moment, that good stuff, you're just gonna end up in a pit of despair. And I could tell from the way that he treated everybody that night that he was of the very same mindset. You could see how hard he was trying to smile to just make everybody happy. He wants us to be happy. So I just ask that you remember him with a smile rather than a frown. And I also want to say that in remembrance of him, after this is over, I would like to invite you all over to the tavern if you allow me, and I will buy drinks for all of you with the town funds. And lastly, I want to give someone important to this town a hug. We're here for you, and we'll never forget you or your husband.
Thank you.
I would like to give some words on Willow. For the small amount of time that I've met him, he's always been a prideful one by the times I've seen him with your children, with you. Always wanting to be the strength of the family, always wanting to make his way through. You'll see that in about every snow elf in one way of their life. Usually when they're on the cusp. It's not easy for them. On the edge of their life, they have
was falling asleep, so I need to stand up.
With what they're about to go through, every snow elf does. But in those moments, they accept that they cannot be selfish, that they cannot be too prideful of themselves. If you ever see a snow elf like Willow or anyone else wanting to lend a hand or whatever, just mostly know it's just in their nature. They don't want anything from it. They don't want any talent or any favor or whatever it may be. We exist through the snow, through the flakes of the land, to hope to touch someone's day, to bring about change in a positive way towards their lives. As a hunter and as a snow elf myself as well, we only want you all to live your best lives. The lives that we cannot spend ourselves. And in the end, we will smile and gaze upon the world before we close. For that's how we only want to spend it. Willow was a perfect example of that. By the small amount of time I met him. And we thank him for being around us all the same. We're here with you. Let's have it.
Thank you.
else who would like to speak?
Never been good at this sort of thing.
Figured it was.
I'll remain silent.
I at least told you that my kind tend to have songs for occasions like these. It's important to remember those we've lost, and I suppose in this case, those that the stars have gained. The proper hymn talks about how we should always remember them. How, well, they get to rest for eternity now. That, like was said before, we're all together and showcasing our lives and the culmination of those lives at the end. Non meis obliviae, mi restia assipud eternia, conto tu decries sua freia, totu vie amortus, non meis obliviae, mi restia assipud eternia, conto du decries sua freia, totu vie amortus, non meis obliviae, mi restia assipud eternia, conto du decries sua freia, totu vie amortus, non meis obliviae, mi restia assipud eternia, conto du decries sua freia, totu vie amortus.
Beautiful.
Lovely as always.
Thank you, darling, for that beautiful gift.
Likewise for yours.
Does anyone else have words? Then let us go from here, remembering that we are together in this. As was said, not one of us will escape what comes. We won't necessarily know when or how. But while we are all different in our own ways, we are all one at the end. Hand in hand, we look out for one another. Hand in hand, we are family. Hand in hand. Be well, everyone. Now, how's about that drink you suggested, man?
Who wants a drink? Okay.
Yeah, the pregame.
There you go.
I still have this with me from earlier.
Oh, you came prepared.
Molly just
Did.
Apparently so.
Oh, thank you.
Murray.
Thank you for everything you've done for me thus far. And all the company you've given
Turn
me.
that frown upside down.
I'm not sure quite
As
how
you
I would
wish,
have made
my
it
dear
through these
friend.
past couple of weeks without the visits
Good.
that you and Zilla have done.
Renegade. Remember,
Is our
you have to
partner?
tell people still a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
At the tavern.
Thank you too.
Yes, at the tavern.
For all the effort that you've made on the other side.
Where are they? Oh, it's gonna go like a reddish color? Okay.
It's a
The
really
reddish
deep
pink,
red.
I guess that makes sense. What about
Hi.
the?
Hi.
Almost as deep as that one guy's.
Is this it?
Sorry. What was his?
She is tucked in,
Guy with
and
the
I
guy
made
with
sure
the
the door
mask and the hood. I forgot his
Did
name
the lock
already.
thingy before I shut
Grandeur.
it. Make sure it went.
No. The other one, the hot one.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The one that just came into town today.
Huh?
The half elf?
Huh?
But why is that? Why are you describing him as the hot?
Okay, this is a stark difference. Okay, so he's
But you look, you would know if you saw him.
just gray.
I don't know his name. I think I know who you're talking about, but
Pants are gray, and then her top is like a greenish, like a very dark green with a little bit of light.
No, she just looks black and white.
Rowan, you are so gay. He's canonically gay. That's why it's so funny to me.
He's not my wife.
Well, that was
No,
strange.
that would require like a whole ceremony and things.
Your
What?
wife and your adopted child. I see.
Easy.
adopted child.
You're
what
getting
the fuck?
married.
I
You're
don't have a
getting
kid.
married. What?
No.
And you didn't tell me.
I'm not.
Well, comparatively. Okay,
Ah.
Ryuki.
Can't
Oh,
believe this.
I'll see. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, Hunter and I. Bye, Miko. I helped the guard.
Bye, Koyuki.
Hey, everybody, all of you, even you, the person I don't know.
UN troops.
You've been talking
yes.
to. Have you
May
been
I
talking to
first
Harrison
drinks.
Tackleberry?
I made yellow shots. It's basically
No,
candy, but like
I
without
made
a little
that
bit of
Well, we better start pouring a lot of drinks. There's a lot of people outside.
I've already got a couple prepared. I have more ready.
Good. Oh dear, I think somebody's already had too much, and just judging from somebody already on their back.
It's pork. It's a sausage. It's a sausage. The hot dog is just the
Yeah, do you offer me multiple?
I don't have any more though. But
First, try jello shot.
I can't believe he's dead.
Hey, Kova, I'm requisitioning. Hey, move. Fuck out of my way.
Did you
throw
him
someone?
No, I just, run away, I guess.
Great. Thank you.
Fuck, the Major is hot!
Why wouldn't they?
God! This isn't fair! Anyways.
My job is
Look at her! Jesus! God, I just want to smooch her!
I think she went outside the gates just a little bit out.
Women! I never do well at those sorts of things.
Why does he choose the
I'm not good at that.
Neither am I, to be fair.
You're kind of lucky because
I am reminded of words my mother taught me.
right here on your nose. I'm pretty sure.
That in the course of our long lives, we'll meet so many people, touch many of them, in ways that we may never expect. And we gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. And on it goes, until death takes us into its gentle embrace. Those pieces of happiness, these moments, the lives that we grow fond of, we care about.
He's asserting dominance.
We'll lose those memories at some point, whether through our own volition or not.
Actually, I don't think you
And in time, we'll gather new ones,
I'm glad I made like 3 Tupperwares of jelly
and we'll keep going and going until it is time for our eternal rest.
You guys, you should totally try it. I made some drinks from my room.
Where did you serve, anyways?
Oh?
They're called jello shots. They're basically like, I know they look like slime, but it's not. It's just a candy with alcohol in it. Try
Thank you
it.
for your service.
Alright, thank you.
Alright,
Oh, God. That was the
I'll
last
try.
I expected to hear here.
you drink the whole thing in one, or?
I mean, hey.
Yeah,
Allies
just-
and all that, right?
It's a photograph. It's a photograph of a popular cat where back home it's called a grumpy cat.
Well, don't
Oh.
wobble. You're gonna make me start to wobble, and that's just.
Well, that's
gonna be
interesting.
bad.
Hmm.
Yes. Ice Heart, would you like to try one?
That is very different.
It's an alcohol treat from my room. I know they look like
What
slime, but it's
in
not. It's
the-
called jello shot.
Am I?
Same thing.
This is the best I can do. I've been trying.
Wash my clothing in the river. They are soaked
It's
with
cold
cold
water currently, and I needed a fire inside to dry them.
Alright, that happened. I see.
And try not to think too much about those. You know, whatever it is.
Don't want to get too overwhelmed.
I was at that meeting, yes. I was there for that. That's where I was.
Not going to join everybody everyone else, are you?
Well, everybody's kind of having drinks in remembrance of Iceheart's husband, by the way. Whenever we're done with the stuff up here, if you want to go up there and have some drinks.
Yeah.
Important subject
I got
matter.
Really good news. I've been really trying to focus on the good news today because everything else is just too much for me right now. How about this?
There you are.
Is everything okay?
Too many people.
Come to my place then. Be quiet.
So I might from a firefighter,
extra security, or
with the medical crew. I'm peacekeeper.
oh, the med. Oh.
Much better.
Very much so.
Would you like to sit down here by the fire, or would you like to go upstairs?
Upstairs is preferable.
Okay.
I didn't think about how much,
My dear friend.
how deeply retelling that story was going to color the rest of my day. I got to hear about my old mentor before the history of them was tainted by the Empire as well. The reason I became who I am. I miss her dearly.
I know. You know, a way you could think of it too. Kind of like how Iceheart and her enclave looked at the way snow elves pass. The stars go and shine brightly in the sky. She could be watching.
I just wish that her
Being
passing
there above.
and her memory was as celebrated as what I witnessed, instead of reviled and used as a way to blame my people for something that
I
wasn't
know.
even theirs to start.
I know. Maybe one day. One day she'll
And with this
get to
happening,
be.
was everything that I worked for nothing if they are going to regain their power at the end of the day?
I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that I'll be by your side. I'll be there with you.
Thank you.
And of course, Lotus.
She will not see it, but she will feel the sensation of the tails curling around her side. Can I stay here tonight?
Of course. There's room. There's room.
There's room.
There is indeed. My dear friend. My dear Lotus.